You can say goodbye to the guesswork. We make it easy as 1, 2, 3. When you come by Pawpaw's Camper City for a trailer or RV.
Hey friends, it's Pawpaw's Campers. It's a spring thing RV sales event going strong all month long in Picayune. You can go to RVBestPrice.com and see multiple pictures, specs, and floor plans of new 2022 models heavily discounted with full factory warranty remaining. That's right, RVBestPrice.com or call toll-free 800-728-2267. It's a spring thing all month at Pawpaw's in Picayune.
Pawpaw's Campers and Cars, having fun, selling fun.
Great service, great price, now isn't that nice? You're gonna love the way we deal. Pawpaw's Camper City in Picayune. Yeah, boy. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You're gonna love the way we deal.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Welcome to Maroon Tide Baseball, coming to you from the campus of West Harrison High School as Picayune Maroon Tide are on the road tonight. District game number 7 as they take on the West Harrison Hurricanes. Tim Kraft and Tommy Upton. A little bit of early start, Tommy. There was an umpire shortage. You and me tried to figure out why the umpires couldn't do a doubleheader, but they could do a 6 o'clock game, but I have no idea. But they're here and we're here.
That's above our pay grade.
Right.
We don't understand that piece.
No, but they're here and we're here, and as always in West Harrison, the wind's blowing, but it's not a bad night for baseball.
No, it's not. 70 degrees is what it says here on location. I would say mostly cloudy skies. Winds blowing pretty much dead in, maybe a little bit from left to right, but pretty much dead in. But, yeah, overall it's pretty nice night for baseball. Like I said, partly cloudy. You can see the sun trying to peek through, but I look for another good night of baseball tonight, Tim, and a place where we need to wrap this animal up tonight and be done with it.
Yep. What's at stake tonight? Well, first for Picayune, 6-0 in district play. A win tonight or a loss by Pearl River Central tonight at home against Long Beach will give Picayune the 2023 District 7 5A championship. That's hard.
Mouthful.
Yeah, it's a mouthful. So, but a win tonight, a win tonight or a Pearl River Central loss equals a tied district title. Now, just win it and don't worry about anybody else. You just win the game, and that's all you have to do. For West Harrison, they're 0-6 in district play, but it's a very deceiving 0-6. They can still get in. They have to win all of their games this week, and Long Beach has to lose all their games this week. Basically, Long Beach has to lose tonight to Long Beach. They have to lose to us Thursday night, and then West Harrison would have to beat Long Beach Saturday for Long Beach to get in. So they still have life.
I got you. Yep, so they're playing for the number 3 seed.
Yep.
Picayune and Pearl River Central are playing for 1 and 2. As you said, Picayune needs to win 1 this week. That's the magic number for them to be number 1.
Yep.
If for some reason we lose all 3, then we fall at worst to number 2.
That's right.
And then, as you said, West Harrison needs to win all 3, or they will lock up the 4 seed, which does not go to the playoffs. And if they can somehow win all 3, they'll knock Long Beach out for the 3 seed, which does go to the playoffs. So, yeah, they're a very dangerous team. You know, we beat them twice, but it was a scrappy bunch both times. They had a pitcher the first time that baffled us, that didn't throw the ball really hard, but just baffled us with some really good breaking pitches. And I expect to see him tonight again. And even the second guy they threw at us was basically the same, cut out of the same carpet. So their idea is to baffle you with some breaking pitches. And then they played pretty decent defensively. They had 1 or 2 innings where we kind of was able to run a few runs up on them. But other than that, this is not. They're not going to come out here and lay down. As you said, they're 0-6, but they're not going to lay down. Picayune's going to have to hit the baseball and pitch and play a little defense, and I like our chances.
I do too. Well, let's take a quick break while they're doing the lineups. We'll come right back. We'll have the lineups. We'll have first pitch. It is the Maroon Tide Baseball on WRJW.
You can say goodbye to the guesswork. We make it easy as 1, 2, 3. When you come by Pawpaw's Camper City for a trailer or RV.
Hey neighbors, you just got an RV, car, or truck that you want to sell? Just make that short drive to Picayune and get yourself a check. Pawpaw's Campers will give you a check on the spot. Pawpaw's will also pay off your unit at the bank if you owe any money on it. Call Pawpaw's Campers toll free, 800-728-2267, or visit them online at rvbestprice.com. That's rvbestprice.com. Come and see us.
Pawpaw's Campers and Cars, having fun, selling fun.
Great service, great price, now isn't that nice? You're gonna love the way we deal. Pawpaw's Camper City and Picayune. Yeah, boy. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You're gonna love the way we deal.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
Pearl River Community College has been providing a quality education to the people of South Mississippi and beyond for the past 110 years. If you or a family member is an alumnus of this great institution, we invite you to support future PRCC students through the PRCC Foundation Scholarship Program. Honor or memorialize a loved one or identify your support for the college by creating a scholarship through the PRCC Foundation with your tax-deductible financial gift. Call Delana Harris with the PRCC Foundation office at 601-403-1191 and make a financial investment in a young person's future at Pearl River Community College.
Are you or someone you know looking to take your education to the next level? Pearl River Community College can help. Whether you're looking for a true college experience or you want to jumpstart your career, Pearl River has you covered. PRCC strives to remain affordable and accessible to help you regardless of where you are on life's journey. With face-to-face, hybrid, and online courses, Pearl River meets you where you are. Visit prcc.edu/admissions or call 601-403-1000 to rise with the river.
Lineups have been announced. The anthem has been played. Tim Kraft and Tommy Upton as the Tide are getting ready to hit here, and they're going to be taking on Donnie Davis. And Tommy, he is the guy that threw the first game against us. And if you remember correctly, that game was 1-1 as late as the fifth inning before Picayune finally pushed a few runs across, a game which we won by the score of 5-1. His battery mate tonight will be number 18, Landon Wallace. The right side infield has Jack Mann at first, Carlos Pena at second. Desi Curley is at third. Elijah Carrier is at shortstop. Jordan Stapleton is in center field. They've got Manning Jackson in left and Justin Seal in right. So, you know, Tommy, we talked about it the first two times these two teams played at Picayune. It was 1-1 until late when the Tide got four to break it open. And if you remember correctly, the second game, it was 1-1 the top of the seventh, and we scored 7 runs in the seventh. So I don't expect it to be easy tonight.
Yeah, both of the scores of those games really weren't indicative of what the game looked like, because you're right, both of them were 1-1, especially that first game. If I remember right, we only had 1 or 2 hits through the first 4 innings. I mean, we scuffled a lot, and the kid wasn't throwing hard, you know, upper 70s, maybe hitting the low 80s, but had a really good breaking pitch that we just couldn't seem to do anything with. We had a lot of ground balls, a lot of lazy fly balls, and he struck some kids out. So we just got to be aggressive at the plate tonight, hit fastballs, hunt fastballs when he throws them, and then just try to, you know, fall in behind Brady tonight. He's going to pitch a good game. I just feel comfortable. He's going to keep it close. He has all year long. And, you know, we just got to fall in there behind him.
The first pitch of ever half innings brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. Remember FDIC. The Picayune Diamond Club sponsor of the game tonight is Dixie Q Barbecue. Chris Dirapal does so much good work for our football teams and our baseball teams, and I know he does for others, but those are the two that I'm involved with daily. But, you know, anything you need, they're always willing to help, and, you know, they pretty much feed our kids before every game. And in the football side, they pretty much feed our kids after every game, so they're always willing to help.
Great people over there, great folks.
It never fails, though, Tommy. If we come on the air late, you know, they're rushing through and they're going to start on time. And if we come on early, they're going to start at 10 after. You know,
right.
it just we can't never quite figure it out.
Well, I think we timed this one pretty well. It's the top of the hour here. 1 minute till is what I show. And they've thrown the pitch down, and Jamie's fixing to step in the box.
So, you know, there's no one game more important than any other, Tommy, in district play. They all have the same weight. But, boy, if you're Picayune and you can just, you know, you don't want to put any pressure on these guys, but if you could get this game tonight, you could give Tanner a little bit of rest. Jamie, who's stepping in right now, you could get him a little bit of rest, you know, and you got a couple of weeks to get ready for the playoffs.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So here's Davis's pitch to Lumpkin. It's going to stay upstairs a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
And I think it also makes a big difference this year in who you draw on the other side of that bracket, doesn't it? Don't we not have to play the other south side if you're number one?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, swing and a miss by Jamie. That was an off-speed pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm going to tell you right now, the bracket did District 7 no favors, and I'm going to get into that here in just a minute. Whether you're the 1 seed or the 2 seed, it didn't really do you a whole lot of favors. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul back by Jamie, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Picayune's formula, Tommy, in these district games for the most part has been good pitching, pretty solid defense for the most part in the 6 games, and some timely hitting late.
That's right. Definitely coming on late.
Here's the 1-2 to Jamie, and that's going to be outside a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I was a little worried he might get that call. Catcher set up outside. He hit the target, but the umpire said, no, you're off the plate.
Yeah, it was 8 inches off the plate. You're right. It centered up the catcher exactly where he wanted it, but just not a strike.
That's going to be outside to Jamie, a ball. So Jamie's run it full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. You know, you would think fastball's coming, but Davis, he don't throw a lot of fastballs, Tommy.
No, lots of sliders. Lots and lots of sliders.
So here's the 3-2, and that's going to stay upstairs. So good job by Jamie. Draws a leadoff walk, and that's what we missed about him. You know, he just so many ways he can get on base. He's come back. I was over at his house last night, spent about an hour over there, you know. Still not swinging it where he'd want to be swinging it, but he can do so many other things to help you win.
Oh, absolutely. That's a timely walk right there because there was 2 pitches that were really close, sliders on the outside part of the plate he was able to lay off of.
So Cooper Moreau's going to step in now. Cooper scored the winning run the other night against Provo Central. He actually scored 2 runs, but in that 2-2 game I think it was the top of the 6th, it was top of the 6th, Cooper led that inning off with a single to left. Ultimately came around to score off the RBI off the bat of Brunson Stockstill, and that proved to be the winning run. They threw over, and Jamie was back.
2 exciting ball games last week against Pearl River Central. Really 2 competitive ball games by both clubs.
Swing and a miss by Moreau. I don't know if that's a cutter or I don't know what that is. One of these days, a sinker. I'm gonna find out one. I'm gonna have to ask because this guy's a senior. So if we don't find out tonight, we ain't never gonna know.
We won't know. It doesn't look like a straight fastball. You're right. It's cut some kind of way. Cooper just missed it, whatever it was.
Jack Mann holding Jamie on over there. Here's the pitch to Cooper, swinging a ground ball foul out by Coach Fagan. So Cooper's quickly down in the count, 2 strikes.
And this is where you start to see a plethora of those sliders, and he's been really good at sneaking them in on the back door, especially to a left-hander.
Yeah, if I was Cooper, I'd get my foot on that white line. He's a little off of it. Not as far back as he usually is, but he's a little off of it. They're going to throw over at Jamie again, and he's back. Yeah, it would be nice, Tommy, if we could, wrap this thing up somehow, some way tonight. Give Tanner a break. Cooper will throw Thursday night, which, you still have a great chance to win with him on the mound. Just give some guys some rest. And you can't get too much rest because you don't want to be out of you don't want to take a bunch of time off and not be playing. But
that's right. Well, yeah, you still could pick up a game or so and and stay in rhythm, but it'd be nice to have that pressure off of you.
That's going to be inside to Cooper, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Picayune has 3 games on the schedule next week. I think they play Hancock, Poplarville, and Columbia. One of those games being at Pearl River Community College. I was
going to ask you because I just saw Poplarville on my schedule. It ends Monday with Poplarville.
Yeah, they've changed the schedule, but I don't know if we'll play all those games. We just kind of have to wait and see. Here's a 1-2, and that's going to stay down a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The thing about those, some of those teams schedule those games after the season to stay playing in case, for playoffs. But
right.
Some of those teams, if they don't make the playoffs, they may decide, hey, we're not going to play.
Pack it up.
Yeah, it's just hard to say. I don't know exactly what the schedule will look like next week. Still got a full week of baseball this week. Here's a 2-2 to Cooper, and that's going to stay outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So one thing I'll say about Jamie and Cooper both, they both got down in the count, Tommy, but they have both not chased.
That slider. That's absolutely right. Because both of them have been really good pitches. That was a nice pitch that he tried to sneak in on the outside part of the plate, that backdoor slider, and Cooper was able to lay off of it. Jamie laid off of 2.
Here's the 3-2 to Moreau. Jamie goes. Cooper pops it straight up. Jamie's got to get back. And that's going to be the center fielder out there that's going to make the play. So Moreau flies to center, and Jamie retreats to first base.
Cooper had the Babe Ruth home run swing on that one, just
Yeah.
got under it and lifted it out into center field. But he saw it. It was a good pitch. He just got under it slightly and lifted it straight up.
That's the one where if Jamie's running, you at least would like him to hit it on the ground
That's
somewhere. Because if nothing else, you could move Jamie up to second, maybe even third, depending on the situation. So here's Kyler now. He's going to take outside a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. The one thing we did notice about Wes Harrison, Tommy, the first time we played him is their pitchers like to go, their coaches like for their pitchers to go deep. So this is pitch number 14 for Davis. So if nothing else, the Tide are making him work.
That's right. Yeah, I think both of them were at 100 or better,
Yeah.
by the time they came out. So, yeah, they throw a lot of pitches. They kind of throw around batters, lots of breaking pitches around the batter, so that tends to run up the pitch count.
Jamie goes, and Cooper's going to hit one towards the gap, and that's going to fall down into left field for a base hit into left center. When I thought Kyler got that ball a little better than he did, Tommy, like he hit off the end of the bat, but it'll be a single for King.
Yeah, he hit it hard. I'm with you. He looked like he had a good swing, but he must have hit it off the end of the bat because it kind of fell lightly out there just behind the shortstop in front of the second baseman, just a long single.
Yeah, when he hit that ball, I thought it was going to go to the wall.
Yeah, it certainly did. It just didn't sound right either. So I'm thinking he got it off the end of the bat. Didn't connect well. Didn't barrel it up. How about that?
Yeah. So here's Brady now. He'll hit with 2 men on and 1 out. He's going to take upstairs a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. If you remember last time we were here in that big Tide 7th-run 7th inning, Brady hit the home run that really put the distance between Picayune and West Harrison.
He almost hit it into the football field over there.
Let's do it again. Save the drama. Swinging a foul off the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Kind of out in front a little bit on that fastball. Most of the guys had pretty good cuts so far, seeing the ball pretty well. Cooper and Kyler they had good cuts, just missed the barrel a little bit. I'm with you. I'd love for Brady to barrel one up here with 2 guys on.
Here's the 1-1. Jamie's dancing off second. Long look back. Swing and a miss. Brady chased one way out of the zone right there.
Yeah, I think he was looking for something else and had his trigger cocked, ready to swing wherever it was, and it just happened to be a slider way out of the zone. He was able to tip it, but not much he could do about it.
Justin Stockstill listening in. Here's the 1-2 from Davis to B-Rob. Just need some contact here. Now they're going to throw back behind Jamie, and he'll be back. That's where B-Rob can help himself, though, Tommy. He can find that left center field gap like he's accustomed to finding. With Kyler at first base, he could spot himself a couple of runs here.
Yeah, they're playing the center fielders, playing way over into right field, playing him to pull. So he's got a huge gap in left center if he decides to go there.
And they're going to throw back again, and that ball's going to hit and get away. It hit Jamie, and they're going to throw anyway, and Jamie's going to be safe. And now they got Kyler hung up, and Kyler will get to second base. So that was kind of a unique. That they threw behind Jamie, and it hit him in the hip, Tommy, and bounced away, and everybody moves up.
Yeah, and it bounced all the way over to the first baseman. Man, he picks it up, throws to third. Kyler sees the throw, goes into second, and the third baseman, no play on Jamie. The third baseman comes off the bag, wants to throw it back to second. There's nobody there. The shortstop and the second baseman, neither one cover the bag. Kyler stops, tries to get in a little bit of a rundown, but there's nobody even to throw it to.
So Brady just needs to make some contact here. And he does, but he pops it up out into short right field. No, not going to be enough to score. Nope, Jamie's going to tag up. He's going to come towards the plate, and he's going to hold. And, well, that's a big missed opportunity right there, Tommy.
Yep.
Big missed opportunity.
Much like Cooper, he had a pretty good swing, and it just didn't barrel it up and hits kind of a lazy fly ball into right field. So, yeah, we're getting some good swings. Looks like we're seeing it pretty well, but we're just not barreling it up.
I mean, anything on the ground in
Scores.
this inning,
Yep.
in this inning, if Cooper or Brady, either one, put the ball on the ground, we scored a run by
That's
now.
right. That's exactly right. Yeah,
So now it's up to Brunson.
need him to step up here.
Here's the pitch.
He was the Sonic player of the game Friday night. Drove in a couple of runs.
I thought he might have offered it that, but they didn't even appeal, so it's 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, Brunson, I got to get him that certificate, by the way. So Jamie's at third, Kyler's at second, but there's 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Brunson, and that's going to be a called strike. One of the few fastballs Davis has thrown, but he spotted that one perfectly.
Yeah, that was a pretty good pitch. About knee high to Brunson.
This will be the 21st pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss. Brunson went fishing right there.
Yeah, he was a little anxious, I think. Breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate and down in the dirt. Brunson just couldn't lay off of it. Kind of like Brady, I think he had his mind made up before the pitch. Just got to be patient here because you're probably going to see several more breaking pitches.
So maybe if he does throw this one breaking, it'll break back here by us.
I hope so.
Here's the 1-2 to Brunson. Swing and a foul, and that's bad luck for Picayune. That ball hit Brunson's bat twice. If that ball doesn't hit Brunson's bat, Tommy, that's a little old swinging butt up the third base line, and I don't know that they have a shot to get him.
Yeah,
I don't know if Jamie could have scored on it, but I don't think they had a shot to get Brunson.
Well, I think he'd have probably tried it, once they made the throw to third. You're right. It probably would have been bang, bang, but Brunson goes way outside to swing at that outside breaking pitch and just gets enough of it to knock it into the ground, and then it comes up and hits his bat again. They call it foul.
So Brunson got his feet up on the white line. He knows they're going to go away from him. Let's see if he can. And that ball buzzed his head.
I think that was a miss by the pitcher because the catcher was in the left-handed batter's box out there.
Yep, so it's 2-2 now.
But it can be effective if you can come back with a breaking pitch here.
Here's the 2-2 to Brunson. And that's going to hit him. That's going to ride in and hit him. So Brunson, a pretty good job. I don't want to say he leaned into it, but he didn't do a whole lot to get out of the way,
No,
Tom.
he didn't go anywhere. I was thinking, too, that might be a little bit of a lean. But he didn't flinch. Let's put it that way. He did not flinch on that breaking pitch inside. Took it on the thigh, and we got bases full of Tidemen here.
That'll bring up Busby now, and that's where you make your outs that you make productive outs, and the Tide have 3 men on. They made 2 outs, but neither one's been productive, so it's going to be up to Busby to come up with something with 2 outs here for Picayune to get something out of this inning other than driving the pitch count up on Davis.
Yeah, and that's where you really would like to see Busby do something here. He's come on and been swinging the bat pretty well the last few weeks.
Yeah, but he's too far off the plate. They're going to have to throw him inside. And they do, and he fouls it off. Busby's just too far off the plate. They brought that one on the inner half, and he didn't hit it. He didn't square it up. He fouled it. Now you can believe that they're going to get way away from him. And it's going to have to be, as the coach is having a conversation with the catcher right now, and I know what they're saying, it's going to have to be a miss by Davis on the inner half. Because if they can execute their pitches here outside the Tanner, it's going to have a very difficult time putting the ball in play.
Yeah, he has been prone to swinging and missing at some of those backdoor breaking pitches, and you're right. They've set him up now to live out there on the outside corner.
Yeah, and he's so far off. Just got to hope they can miss that spot. Here's the 0-1, and he did not miss that spot. He absolutely dotted it. There's no balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a good fastball. It didn't go with a breaking pitch, just went fastball right on the black. You're right, not much Tanner could do with that one.
Breaking pitch coming now. Here comes the old breaker, Tommy. And that's going to stay outside a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So this will be pitch number 28 of the inning for Davis. So
I'll say early, he doesn't look as sharp as he did the first time.
He does not.
His breaking pitch was sharper. It had a much more pronounced break. It's kind of lazy tonight.
Here's the 1-2 to Tanner. That's going to be down a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you figure whatever Davis's best pitch is, Tommy, you probably want to throw it 2-2.
Yeah, you don't want to get the runners a head start with 3-2. Just all kind of nonsense happens. 3-2, 2 out, spaces loaded.
So here's the 2-2 to Busby. Swinging a foul back. So Tanner hangs alive there.
He got a pretty good fastball there, down a little bit, but he was able to get a pretty good cut at it. See if he comes back with that breaking pitch here.
They're just trying to stay away from him. Here's the 2-2 to Busby. Swing and a fly ball to right field, and the right fielder is going to come in and make the play. And Picayune, after all of that, you hit the ball in the air, Tommy, you don't have much of a chance. And we're going to strand 3. We'll head to the bottom of the first. We're scoreless. Just the Maroon Tide baseball.
it comes to your vision, you can never be too careful. Dr. Lori Blackmer and Dr. Mark Hoto at Picayune Eye Clinic will ensure you to get the professional service they've been known for the past 30 years. The goal of Picayune Eye Clinic is to help you have perfect vision and to be able to see the things you've been missing. Picayune Eye Clinic takes most insurances. Give them a call today at 601-798-4182 so you can begin to see things more clearly. Picayune Eye Clinic. You will see the difference.
Our area is a great place to live with a quality of life that many would envy. People are friendly. It's a great place to raise a family. At FNB Picayune, we serve the credit needs of this area. The money to make the loans comes from your investments with us. In turn, we reinvest your money in the local economy to send kids to college, finance new businesses to create new jobs, build new homes, and much, much more. At FNB Picayune, your money is used to support our local needs. FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, member FDIC.
We head to the bottom of the first, and first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, where they are Picayune proud. Stop by the main branch and see Mr. David Hemmeter, Jeremy Robertson listening in, Jessica Smith listening in, Justin Stockstill listening in, and Tommy, that was that's a tough inning for Picayune right there. I mean, you had a guy on the ropes. I mean, he threw 30 pitches, had him on the ropes. If you hit one baseball on the ground that inning, you score something, and 3 lazy pop-ups, and we kind of let them off the hook. I mean, it's a team that's 0-6. You figure if you can get a couple runs on them early, maybe they won't be as excited.
No color commentary needed there. You covered everything. Lazy pop flies, middle of the order, had a guy on the rope throwing a bunch of pitches. You got a team that, as you said, is prone to get down, and you could have really put your foot on their neck early here. And you didn't. So now let's just see if Brady can make this a short inning and you can get back in and see if you can keep applying pressure.
Donnie Keller listening in. So Elijah Carriere is going to step in. Landon Watts is catcher for Brady. Braxton Carter's at first. Jamie Lumpkin at second. Cooper Moreau at third. Kyler King at short. Parker Helton's in left. Justin Stockstill's in left. Brunson Stockstill's in right. And that pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, Ty, I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I don't want the Squirrels chirping early, but that's a huge missed opportunity by Picayune.
I agree.
There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brady comes back with the fastball.
Still a lot of baseball to play. But you're right. We missed an opportunity to put some pressure on them really early here.
Here's the 1-1 from Brady. Boy, that ball right there, that was a good-looking pitch. You saw how much that ball moved, Tommy?
Yeah, it's got a nice arm side run, they would say, on the left-hander. It runs away from the right-hander, and that one ran about 6 inches.
Here's the 2-1 to Carriere, and that's going to be down a ball, 3 balls and 1 strike.
And sometimes it takes Brady a little bit to kind of figure out what that run does. It's almost like something he has to kind of figure out, okay, it's running 6 inches, let me start it over here.
So here's the 3-1 now. Swing and a line drive caught by Moreau. Boy, good job by Cooper. Carrier hit it good, Tommy. Tied a little bit fortunate because Cooper was able to make a play right there.
Yeah, you can't hit it much harder than he hit. He had a line drive to Cooper. Cooper leans out to his left, snags the line drive, or that was maybe extra bases if it could have got past Stockstill out there.
There's going to be a ball to Mr. Justin Seal. 1 ball and no strikes. Jimmy Ross listening in from Van Cleve. My buddy Josh Dalton texted me. I'll tell you a little story about Josh Dalton here in a minute. Here is the 1-0 swing and a foul off the right side. So Josh Dalton coached Morgan when Coach Morgan and Tanner from the time they were 11 years old until they were 14. Well, until Riser got him at 14. Josh Dalton's son is named Gabe Dalton. Gabe goes to Lakeshore High School in Mandeville. He is a senior this year. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Let's stay outside of ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Josh played at Cawley Junior College in Arkansas City, Kansas. Cawley JUCO. He was the JUCO Player of the Year. Swing and a fly ball out to center field. Parker Helton makes the catch, and that will be the second out of the inning as Seal flies out to Helton. So anyway, Josh went on to LSU, played 2 years as a starting shortstop at Louisiana State University, met a Louisiana girl, settled down and married her, and their son Gabe is a senior at Lakeshore High School, and he is going to play shortstop next year at one Cawley JUCO in Arkansas City, Kansas.
There you go. Sounds like a not a bad set of footprints to follow after. We don't hold it against him that he wore that purple and gold.
Nah, we don't. We don't. Good dude, Josh Dalton. Swinging a foul back off the bat of Ross. Be no balls and one strike. So one thing I can say, Tommy, you know, all these years growing up, you know, I kind of got these boys started playing ball, pulled them out of the league. When I say pulled them out of the league, I plucked them. I found them in the league, and then we started playing. They played league ball, but they played both. And, you know, we found some really good swing and a miss, good pitch by Brady. We found some really good guys and some really good teammates and parents. We met a lot of friends along the way in baseball. That's the one thing I can say. You meet so many people.
Lifelong relationships, and there'll be lifelong friendships for these kids, especially with social media. You know, you can stay in contact with folks. It's really a cool thing.
Here's Brady's 0-2 to Ross. Swing and a miss. Blandon's going to have to throw him out, and he does, and that'll do it. Tommy, I'm going to tell you right now, that Brady's got it working right now.
That thing is moving.
Yeah, we played it one inning. We're scoreless. You listen to Maroon Tide Baseball.
Fight back against Parkinson's with Dodd Therapy Center. Dr. Jameson Dodd is certified in LSVT BIG, a specialized treatment program for Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Improvements from LSVT BIG include faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, and reduced risk for falling. If you or a loved one suffers from Parkinson's or other neurological disorders, it is time to fight back with Dodd Therapy Center. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call today at 769-242-2636 or visit Dodd Therapy Center at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune.
Dr. Hermaine Almonte, Chair of Surgery and Trauma Medical Director, Highland Community Hospital.
Over the last 10 years, the Highland Surgery Department have grown exponentially. We have been able to add multiple services to our surgery department, which includes urology, general surgery, advanced laparoscopic surgery, ENT, as well as ophthalmology.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most. For more information, go to highlandch.com.
The first pitch of every half inning, Tommy, is brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, the place for all your banking needs. Susan Wilson and her staff are ready to service you at their North Picayune branch on Cooper Road. Dr. Tony Lambert listening in. He's trying to get me to take some bait, but I ain't gonna do it.
There you go. Lay off of that. He's good about baiting you in. And
Yeah.
talk about pitches. That last pitch that Brady threw was filthy.
Yeah.
Gracious. You said he had it working. That's an understatement. If he can get that going, that is just nasty.
Just got to figure out a way to score some runs, Tom. You know, the good news is we piled up the pitch count on Davis in the first inning. The first pitch he throws here will be pitch number 31. So unless we go out here right now and start hacking at everything and put the ball in play and make some easy outs, you know, should be able to get to him a little later in the game.
And Brady did his job. He got us in and out quickly so that the batters can hopefully keep applying pressure.
And it's going to be a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Landon Watts. Tony Lambert, speaking to him, he didn't realize that Landon was Michael's son.
Okay.
Whenever I was a kid, here's the 1-0. Landon's going to swing and hit one towards center field. Center fielder's going to go back and make the catch, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So
Landon finds a barrel. He just hits it to the deepest part of the park, and the center fielder floats back and makes the catch.
that'll bring up Justin Stockstill now. So he threw 30 pitches in the first inning. Let's see if we can, you know, you'd like to see him get up around that 50-pitch mark this inning at least.
That would bode well for Maroon Tide and poorly for West Harrison's bullpen.
Swing and a miss by Justin. No balls, 1 strike. Anyway, you know, we grew up out there in the Pine Grove community, so I went to Pine Grove Church. Michael Watts and his family went. Tony didn't realize Landon was Michael's. That's a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, tell Tyler, hey, they're texting me saying hello. They caught up with the early game time.
That's a called strike. It looked a little low to me. My Picayune Eye Clinic glasses say that's a ball, but he didn't ask me.
Yeah, he hadn't turned around in time and asked. We'll be ready if he does.
Absolutely. I got an opinion. Here's the 1-2 to Justin. swinging a line drive. That's going to be a base hit. Boy, where was that last inning? So that'll be a one-out single off the bat of Justin Stockstill as he just kind of reached out and roped that ball, Tommy, and just tucked it into the right field.
Yeah, that's what we could have used it. Any of the 3 or 4 batters last inning with bases with people on base. You're right. Justin did a good job. Got an inside fastball, strokes it out into right field, and stands on first for Mr. Helton.
That is the second hit of the game for Picayune. Here's Parker now. I got to give Parker and his mom a shout out.
It bailed you out of a situation.
They bailed me out of a situation this morning. I will explain. Parker's going to hit a high chopper. That could be tough, and that's going to get away from the second baseman, and that's going to allow Parker to get to first base. I'm going to give him an infield single on that, Tommy. That's a tough play for anybody. The first baseman was coming across, second baseman come over, pitcher was coming across. It was kind of no man's land.
Yeah, Helton topped it and hit a chopper down to first. Man goes to his right, tries to backhand it. He can't do it. It kind of kicks off of his foot. Second baseman kicks it off of his foot, back at first base, and just couldn't get a handle on it.
I'm going to give him a single. That's going to be a tough play either way.
Yeah, I'm with you. That could have went either way. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We usually do on those plays.
Here's Jamie now. He walked to lead off the game. Be a good time for him to get his, and he does. There's a line drive. Foul. Well, I thought he called it fair. That would have scored at least one.
Coach Nicholson called it fair.
Yeah.
But the umpire did not take his opinion. He was right on top of the line. He was looking down the line, and he makes the call. I'm with you. Coach Nicholson was already revving them up, getting them around the bases, but the umpire slows everybody down.
Yeah, Evans not arguing. So
no, he didn't give him a lot of flack on that one. We can't really see. That kind of drops off out there. Not a really good line in the outfield, so it's kind of hard for us to see.
Yeah, that's a tough line to see. Here is the 0-1 now to Jamie. He probably won't get that pitch again. That's going to be way upstairs. Almost got by the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Jamie got a good fastball, barreled it up right over the third baseman's head. Just kept hooking foul. And that would have probably scored 2 and had Jamie standing on second.
Jamie's going to swing and pop it straight up on the infield. It'll be the infield fly rule. And the pitcher will make the catch. And that'll be the second out of the inning as Lumpkin pops out to Davis.
And that's one of the things that you just have to be aware of as a batter with a kid that's not throwing that hard, throwing a lot of breaking pitch, is it's so easy to drop down in that backside and hit the ball up. We've done it 3 times tonight. Just hit lazy pop flies straight up. It's something that we cannot continue to do. We got to stay on top of the baseball and drive it.
All right, right center field is wide open if Cooper can, left center field, if Cooper can go there, Tom.
Yeah, you're right.
Boy, that's a good pitch and right there. But if you're going to hit one to left center field, that would have probably been the one.
Fastball on the outside part of the plate, you're right.
Yep.
Cooper was one of those victims that dropped his backside and hit a lazy fly ball. Let's see if he can stay put and drive the ball here.
Here's the 0-1. It's going to be way outside of ball. So Picayune got what they wanted. The 8 and 9 hole hitters both reach. But now there's 2 outs. And Cooper's going to have to pick Jamie up here.
Yeah, it's a big spot here. You're right. Both innings, we don't want to let them off here with 2 and 3 guys on base.
Here's the 1-1. And that's going to hit Cooper, and that'll load the bases. And Kyler will step to the plate now with the bases loaded.
That was a fastball. Just got away, hit Cooper on the ankle.
Yep.
That's not a pleasant feeling, but it does bring up Kyler.
Yep. Nowhere to put him. Justin Stockstill's at third. He had a 1-out single. Parker Helton is at second with an infield single. 1 batter later. And then Moreau's at first, hit by pitch, but there's 2 down now. And here's Kyler King. That's going to be up a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. But, if you ask everybody out here wearing maroon, who do you want up here in this spot?
That's your guy.
Yeah, this is who we want.
That's right. Bases full of Tisman. You want Kyler with a bat in his hand. He singled last time over the head of the shortstop.
Here's the 1-0. And there is a line drive base hit in the left field. One run's going to score. Here comes Helton. He's going to score. The throw will be cut off. Moreau will stay at second, and Kyler King comes through with a 2-out single, almost identical, Tommy. Sounded the same, looked the same result.
That's exactly right. I thought it was just a replay of it. Another line drive over the shortstop. May have hit this one just a tad harder, but the result is the same. He's standing on first, but the difference is he drove in 2 runs for the tie.
So it's 2-0 Picayune now, and here's B-Rob. With Cooper at second, Kyler at first. And here's Davis's pitch, and Brady's going to hit a ground ball, and that's going to a good play by Jack Mann, and that'll end the inning. Boy, that's a good play by Jack Mann to field that and force Kyler at second base, and that'll do it for Picayune. They pick up 2 runs. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning, tied on top, 2-0.
Sonic Drive-In at Picayune introduces the latest local favorite. The Alaskan pollock fish fillet is fried in a crispy panko breading and topped with crisp lettuce, creamy tartar sauce, crinkle-cut pickles, and served up on a warm brioche bun. Sonic Drive-In's latest on-the-go comfort food is available now for a limited time only. Only at Sonic Drive-In in Picayune on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North. Happy eating at its best. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune.
When your roommate borrows your car every day, it might be a blind spot. And if something bad happens to your expensive collection of anything, it could be a blind spot. Even having people over to jump around on your trampoline. Yep, it also might be a blind spot. Blind spots are all the surprising things that might need more coverage that you weren't aware of. Good thing Allstate agents can help you find those blind spots while watching out for your wallet.
Agent Jason Pickett has offices in Poplarville and Picayune. The river is rising. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pickett Agency a call today, 601-798-7005. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
We go to the bottom of the second, tied on top 2-0. The first pitch of every half inning brought to you by F&B Picayune, your hometown bank. Well, they're Picayune proud. Stop by the main branch and see Mr. David Himmeter. So the Tide get 2 right there, but that was a pretty good play by Mann, because if that ball sneaks under his glove, Moreau's going to score. It'd be 3-0 Picayune.
No, it was a really good play by Mann. You called it live there. The ball was hit pretty hard by Brady. Mann has to go to his right, backhands the ball, and really has no chance to turn around and flip it to the pitcher to get Brady. His only chance is to keep going to second, which is where his momentum is, and he flips the ball over to the shortstop to get the force, because you're right. I think if he tried to turn around and get the guy at first, it probably wouldn't have worked out for him.
It would have been not a good outcome.
Yeah.
Landon Wallace is going to lead off now, and he's going to take a ball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes from Brady. Brady only threw 12 pitches in the first inning. So.
And the last part of them were nasty, filthy, dirty.
So here's the 1-0 now. Swing and a fly ball, and that's going to get over Brunson's head. Boy, Brunson didn't take the best angle right there, Tommy, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Wallace. Brunson, it seemed like he, instead of going back on that ball, he kind of tried to come across and in a little bit and ended up over his head.
Yeah, I think he got fooled a bit off the bat. Didn't think it was hit as hard as it was. You're right. He kind of took a little bit of an angle, thought it was going to die. He just kept carrying, ended up really one hop in the fence. So it got over his head. I think you're right, just misjudged it a bit.
Not so sure he could have got there anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say it probably would have taken a really good play. Could he gotten it? But he just didn't have the greatest angle. But he recovers and keeps it to a double.
Donnie Davis, the pitcher, will hit now. They have a courtesy runner in there.
You call that a strike?
There's a called strike, yep. They have a courtesy runner. Number 28 is Torrance Skidmore. So Skidmore's running. Swinging a foul off the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, it'd be big if you could get a strikeout right here, Tommy. You know, that way they can't advance the runner.
Yeah, they're trying to do what Picayune was struggling to do the last 2 innings, move the runner up, or, you know, have a productive out with nobody out and a runner at second.
So here's the 0-2. Swing and popped up foul behind me and Tommy here. It'll stay 0-2. Tide lead 2-0. Tide have out hit them 4-1, but the big thing is Picayune has left 5 men on through 2 innings.
Yeah, it could have been way worse.
Here's the 0-2, and that ball is tattooed into left field, and that's going to get away from Justin Stockstill, and that's going to be a double, and that's going to make it 2-1. And Brady just left that one out over the plate.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Left it out there way more than he wanted to. Davis had a rip, hits it over Stockstill's head. He made a good effort, just couldn't get there.
I'll bring up Jack Mann now. I mean, the worst part about that is that's an 0-2 pitch.
Right, yeah. Way too much of the plate, 0-2.
Yep.
Fastball just really right down the middle. Not where Brady wanted it. And he'd love to have it back.
So just like that, it's 2-1, and they got the tie and run at second base. So all that work Picayune did, all that work to have all those base runners to only get 2 runs, and now they come back-to-back doubles and chance to tie the game. Man showing bunt, and Brady's going to look Davis back.
Is this the top of the order or number 9?
This is the 6 hole. We got them in order in the first inning, 1, 2, 3, and then back-to-back doubles here to start this inning. And Mann's going to foul one straight back. No balls, 1 strike.
I thought we were further than that. He squared the bunt. First pitch, that one he took a cut at it. Or the first time, I should say, not the first pitch.
Davis takes his lead off a second. Now he shows bunt again, and
doesn't pull it back.
Yep, they're going to call a strike. Mann showed bunt, never got it back. So now it's 0-2. Now Brady had Davis 0-2, and Davis ends up getting a pitch he can handle. The thing, Landon's got a tough job back there the way Brady's ball's running right now.
Yeah, that breaking pitch is really moving, and the fastball's got a good tail to it also.
It's going to be a ball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So it's not only hard just to catch it, but it's even harder for a catcher to kind of feel that movement so he can frame those pitches up. It's really easy for a ball that's running is you don't get some of those borderline pitches because your catcher can't frame it properly.
Here's the 1-2. Brunson is extremely shallow in right field. Swing and a miss, and he gets Mann swinging, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That was a good breaking pitch down that he got Mann to go fishing on a little bit.
Manning Jackson now will step in with 1 out and a runner at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. That's a good pitch by Brady.
Yeah, nice fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Here's the 0-1. Be down a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we need to get a couple outs here and get back in the dugout and get Mr. Davis back on the mound, make him throw some more pitches.
Yeah, you don't want to give him any life. You had him on ropes in the first inning, didn't score anything. He scored a couple in the second inning. You want to get out of this and maintain your lead.
There's a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another good pitch there by Brady. He's ahead now 1-2. This is a big out because get that second out, then you take all the nonsense out of the equation. They're going to have to drive the ball to score the run.
Here's Brady's 1-2. Swing and a chopper towards Kyler. Kyler's going to field it, throw it over and to Braxton Carter, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And Braxton Carter playing first tonight, and good job by Kyler. The runner will move up, but now there are 2 down.
Yeah, that was a ball hit by Brady up the middle. Kyler has a long run, sets his feet, sets his body, makes a good throw over to Carter. Runner advances, but it really doesn't mean anything if you can focus here and get the third out.
Just no wild pitches right here. Nothing by Landon as Carlos Pena steps in. And he swings, and he's going to do just what Kyler did. He's going to hit one out into no man's land, and we're going to be tied at 2.
Yep, that was almost the same thing. You're right. Over the shortstop in front of the second baseman. Not hit extremely hard, but it is productive, it ties the ball game.
Yeah, we start this game all over again now. And here's Stapleton now. He's their 9-hole hitter.
Where was he earlier when we needed him?
Yeah. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a called strike. I'll say this, Brady ain't having no trouble getting ahead.
No, he's just leaving some of the pitches a little bit, getting too much of the plate.
No balls, 1 strike from Brady to Stapleton. And that one was behind him, and it'll go to the backstop. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike now. Stapleton tried to say it hit him, but the umpire was like, no.
Yeah, he got some advice from the dugout to rub his buttocks and start to first. He did. The umpire didn't take any of it. Said, no, get back in the box. You got to do that a lot earlier than that if you want to try to make me believe it. 45 seconds after the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That was just a setup pitch for Brady to throw the next one by, and that's all that was.
Tide have out hit them 4-3, but we are tied in the score at 2 here as we play in the bottom of the second. Here's Brady's 1-2 to Stapleton. It's going to be a ball down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elijah Carrier. I've heard it pronounced 3 or 4 different ways.
Career, I think, is what they corrected us the first time we played.
But if you listen to the public address, he'll say Carrier. So I'm so confused. Okay. So confused.
Margaret Orr say Carrier, so we just don't know.
We just don't know. A mystery. That's going to be outside a ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But it's not a mystery what has to happen here. It's a need to go right at this kid.
Yeah.
3-2, guy on second, 2 outs. But number 9 hitter.
Brady's given up 3 hits in this inning, 2 doubles.
Right. Back to back, wasn't it?
Yep, to start the inning. And now it's 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will do it for West Harrison, but not before they pick up 2 runs. They do it on 3 hits, and we can start this game all over again. 2-2, you listen to Maroon Tide Baseball.
First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. First Place Express Car Wash is happy to serve their local community with 2 locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4. First Place Express Car Wash is locally owned and operated. You know they'll treat you right. Choose from any one of their car washes. Sign up for their monthly wash club starting as low as $20.99. Why do it yourself when you can let First Place Express Car Wash do it for you?
We head to the top of the 3rd inning, tied at 2. The first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, where they always put you first. Stop by the South Branch on One Boulevard and see Tracy Acker for all your banking needs. So they came back that inning. Tommy swung the bat pretty good against Brady, but he did get out of it, limited the damage to just 2 runs. But we're back square again.
Yep, 3 hits there, 2 doubles. Both of those balls were hit pretty hard. And then a collar-type single over the shortstop to drive in the 2nd run. So, yeah, they did what they needed to do. And it was the middle and the bottom of the order that kind of did the work for them. Middle of the order here up for the Maroon Tide.
The 2nd double, the one on the 0-2 count, was really the one that hurt you that inning because you had him 0-2, you probably had him set up, and
just missed.
Yeah, give him credit. He rips a double down the line. It kind of changed the inning there. But in any event, Brunson Stockstill's going to step in now, and he's going to show bunt. He's going to foul it off.
Tough pitch to try to bunt. That was a
we're
big
just
breaking pitch.
You know, we've kind of harped on this, but we're just not a very good bunting team. I can probably count on one hand, maybe one finger, the number of actual bunts that we've successfully laid down.
Yeah, it's not because our lack of trying. We have just, not, and it's not, we're not saying that against Brunson. That's the whole team. We just have not executed well for base hits or for sacrifices.
And now the element of surprise is gone. Brunson's going to swing and hit a ground ball right back to the pitcher. So that's the last thing you want. You got him throwing 46 pitches. You come up, you have him try to bunt the first pitch. He just bunts a pitch that's unbuntable. He fouls it off, and then he swings and hits a comebacker back to the pitcher. So now you've let the pitcher back into the game now with pitch count.
That's right. 2 pitches, and he gets out of that one pretty easy.
He didn't have to throw a strike. Here's Busby now. That's going to be down a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Tanner came up in the first inning with the bases loaded and 2 outs, hit a fly ball to right. Here's the 1-0, and he fouls that fastball straight back. That one was up in his eyes, and he fouled it back.
Yeah, he had a pretty good cut at that one. It was down the middle and high. Tanner liked it. Just missed it.
1 ball, 1 strike. There is a base hit into left field. Tanner got a breaking ball, Tommy, and he just ripped it over the glove of the third baseman.
That breaking ball stayed up and inside, and you're right, Tanner smacked it. The third baseman wanted no part of it. He tries to olay it as it goes by him, but
and he did. He did olay it.
Right on out into center field. He relayed it, or left field.
So here's Porter now, Landon Watts. He flew out to deep center his last time up.
You got to pitch up. You're right. Hit it hard, just the deepest part of the park.
He's going to swing and foul 1 straight back. No balls and 1 strike. So the Tide have 5 hits now. So you just got to keep chipping away, Tommy. You feel like, you're going to probably get to him here sooner or later.
Yeah, I don't know that we've had a strikeout, have we? Or 1 strikeout maybe?
They had Tanner picked off right there. They had him out a mile, and it was a bad throw over to first by Davis. Pulled man off the bag.
I was digging in my bag. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was picked off.
Caught him leaning?
Caught him. I don't know if he was leaning or sleeping, but he was picked off. But he got back in there. A good throw would have got him. Here's the 0-1 to Porter. That's going to stay up a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Landon wearing the best number in baseball.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
He needs to do it some justice tonight. Hit one into the pine trees.
I'm all for that. Here's the 1-1. Tanner goes. Landon swings and misses. And it's going to be a stolen base by Busby. So the hit and run was on. Landon swung and threw it, but Tanner, with that blazing Busby speed, was able to get in there.
It was bang, bang. We kind of had to hold our breath there. Wasn't a great throw by the catcher. He had to 1-hop it. So I think that gave Tanner just enough time to slide underneath the tag.
So here's the 1-2 now from Davis to Watts. And Watts is going to hit a foul ball fielded by the third baseman, but he fielded it in foul territory, and it'll stay 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That was another one of those that was just foul. Third baseman made a good catch on it, or a good attempt, I should say. It fell out of his glove. Landon would have probably beat it out.
So Landon back up in there now. Landon way up on that white line, and the catcher's way in the outside batter's box. So something's got to give here, Tom. Swing and a foul back by Landon. I'm going to tell you right now, Tommy, he got a pitch right there to hit.
Yeah, the pitcher definitely missed a spot. You're right. The catcher was set up in the left-hand batter's box. He wanted it way out there, and Davis left that one way over the plate. Porter was just a little early on it, got on the end of the bat.
So it'll stay 1-2. Landon's asking for time, not getting it. Here's the pitch, swing, and a miss. And that will do it on a breaking ball. And another unproductive out for Picayune there. Landon was trying to get time. Umpire wasn't having it. And so he had to get ready to hit, and he swung through a breaking pitch.
Yeah, it was a pretty nasty breaking pitch. Davis hadn't threw a whole lot of those tonight. They just hadn't had a big break on them. That one not only had the big break, but also a little bit of a downward motion. Tough pitch to hit.
Here's Justin now. He started that rally in the second with a single, and he's going to pop one up here, and barring a catastrophe, we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. As Justin Stockstill on the first pitch he sees flies to center field. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Tide have left 6 through 3. We're going to the bottom of the third, tied at 2.
Pearl River Community College has been providing a quality education to the people of South Mississippi and beyond for the past 110 years. If you or a family member is an alumnus of this great institution, we invite you to support future PRCC students through the PRCC Foundation Scholarship Program. Honor or memorialize a loved one or identify your support for the college by creating a scholarship through the PRCC Foundation with your tax-deductible financial gift. Call Delana Harris with the PRCC Foundation office at 601-403-1191 and make a financial investment in a young person's future at Pearl River Community College.
Get back in the game with Dodd Therapy Center. Jamison Dodd, a former college athlete, has the specialties, understanding, and experience to get your athlete back in the game, including indoor turf, Hyvamat, blood flow restriction, trigger point dry needling, and much more. Dr. Dodd and Dodd Therapy Center also specialize in treating Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call at 769-242-2636 or visit us at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune and get back in the game.
The first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, where they always put you first. Stop by the South Branch, Memorial Boulevard. See Tracy Acker for all your banking needs. So the story of this game right now, Tommy, is Tide just inability to get some runners in, get enough runs in with men on base. We've stranded 6 through 3 innings.
Yeah, we keep jabbing, and loading the bases up and kind of getting Davis back on his heels, on the ropes. We just can't put him away, and I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us later in the game.
Well, the problem is, you're going to make outs. That's just baseball. But the unproductive outs,
right,
the pop-ups, and the strikeouts, especially with men on base, you can make an out and something good happen. But Picayune has not made one productive out yet in this game. And here's Elijah Carrier, and he's going to take a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. So let's see if Brady can get back to that form he had back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. You got the radar on him, Tommy?
I do. Let's see where he's going. He was about 80, 82 last couple of innings.
That's going to be down a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 to Carrier. That's going to be a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brady got behind Carrier to start off the bottom of the first, 3-1, but was able to get a line drive to Moreau to get out of that at bat. Swing and a foul off the left side. It'll stay 2-2. For some reason, they're playing music over the loudspeaker.
Just needed to get that one in there.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Here is the 2-2 from Brady. Carrier, he's going to hit a ground ball over towards Jamie. Jamie's going to field it, throw it over to Braxton Carter, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Good pitch right there by Brady.
Yeah, nice fastball down and away. Nothing that Carrier could do with that one, but I'll slap it over to Jamie.
Justin Seal will hit now with 1 out, nobody on. It's going to be a ball. Seal hit that fly ball to Parker Helton back in the first inning. I got a Parker story. I got to tell my Parker story here in a minute when he comes up. Brady misses inside there. 2 balls and no strikes. Brady loves to throw that inside fastball, but having trouble spotting it this inning, Tommy.
Yeah, he loves to throw that and set it up with that backdoor breaking pitch.
Now Brady's going to be behind Seal. 3 balls and no strikes. Wes Harrison will stay in our district next year. I'm not looking forward to next year yet, but people were asking me, and they will be part of the new 6-team. That's going to be a called strike. The new 6-team I guess it'll be called, for lack of a better word, I guess it'll be District 4. There's going to be, there's only going to be 24 teams in 6A next year, and 12 in the north, 12 in the south. So I'm assuming District 1, 2, 3.
In our district? You want to recap that?
I will, especially after this walk. So it'll be Picayune, West Harrison, Long Beach. They'll be the holdovers from our district this year. Hancock, George County, Pascagoula.
Okay. So I added 2 more teams into the.
Yep.
Instead of a 4-team district, you got 6.
That's right. That's right. And we don't have to see Peyton DeWitt anymore or Max Garrett anymore for Hancock.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Ain't going to hurt my feelings. I'll be glad to see him anywhere off the baseball field.
But Pascagoula and George County usually have pretty good baseball teams.
Here's Ross now, and he's going to take a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. The good news is those Parnell boys at Pascagoula are both seniors. The ones that play football, the quarterback and receiver, and they play baseball, the outfielders, they're going to be gone. So they're graduating. So
they usually reload that. They'll be competitive, I can guarantee.
Runner's going to go, and he hits that ball a mile. And that is out of here as Hunter Ross, for the second time. The first time off of Brady, he hit it off the wall for a double. This time he hits it over the left field wall, and that'll make it 4-2 West Harrison.
And that was a no-doubter there. He smoked that one.
Hunter Ross, just a junior, and he makes it 4-2 Hurricanes. And now the missed opportunities in the first inning, that's where they hurt.
Yeah, they're huge. They are huge. You had the guys backed up here, just couldn't seal the deal. So now you got your work cut out for you here.
Yep.
1 swing of the bat, and they're up by 2.
It's never the home run, though. It's the walk in front of it that kind of set it up, made Brady go from the stretch. Here's Wallace now. He doubled his first time up, and he's going to take a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. The bad news is we're down 4-2. The good news is we still got plenty of baseball. And that's going to be a ball, 2 balls, and no strikes.
And this is where if you're Brady, you can't show emotion. You can't get frustrated. Let one good hit. You can't take anything away from that kid. He pounded a baseball.
Oh, he did.
Don't let that turn into 2 or 3.
Yep.
Coach T's going to go out and talk to him about that very thing. I bet you, Tim, and say, hey, kid, you made a decent pitch. Kid, hit it. Tip your hat and move on. Don't walk the next guy because you're aggravated.
Yeah.
That's part of, I think, where Brady's going to continue to grow. He's certainly grown physically from last year, and he's got a lot better command, good fastball, good movement. And he plays with a lot of emotion, and that can be a good thing. That can be a really good thing, but you have to control it as a pitcher. You can't be too high, too low, and I think that's really the conversation here, I think, with Coach T is.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I've been watching their mouths, and they got about 1,000 words in right there. Like, he didn't just go out there and they look at each other and say, what do you think? Like, there was some –
They were talking.
They were talking. And so Coach T got his point across.
I bet you a lot of it was stop it. That was a lot of that. And Brady is probably trying to plead his case, but.
Yeah.
It don't matter, though. Just let it go.
There's a called strike to Wallace. 2 balls and 1 strike. The guy behind us here thought it was a ball.
Well, I thought it was a strike.
That's upstairs a ball. My PQNI Clinic glasses say the umpire got that one right, but now it's 3-1 from Brady to Wallace. Here's the 3-1, and that's going to be outside a ball. So the second walk of the inning issued by Brady.
That's where you, like I said, don't make a bad situation worse.
No movement from the Tide dugout yet. They will have a courtesy runner.
Still a lot of baseball left to play. No reason to freak out just yet, but
yeah, just got to stop the bleeding.
That's right. Let's get out of this one. Regroup.
Here's Davis. He's going to take a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And all of a sudden, Brady, who was ahead of every hitter for the first 2 innings, Tommy, has pretty much been behind every hitter here in the 3rd.
And I think a lot of that is more mental than anything else, just getting frustrated.
Runner's going to go, and he's going to have it stole easily. It'll be ball up, 2 balls, no strikes. He got a huge jump.
Yeah, part of part of Brady is he can be a little predictable. We talked about that too, and sometimes has a big leg kick. That time he did both. He was predictable on his count, and he was predictable on a big leg kick. And runner had a great jump. You're right. I don't think a major league catcher could have threw him out.
Here's the 2-0 now from Brady. That's going to be a called strike to Davis. Davis had the double. No, he had a single last time. My bad. No, he had the double last time. Hit the double. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He hit the second of the back-to-back doubles.
Okay. Yeah, and he could be aggressive. You stay wary here. It's like Landon's going to go outside. Be a nice place for a backdoor breaking ball.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and popped up. Landon's going to try to make a play, and he does. What a play by Landon Watts. Wow. Landon, full speed over by the Tide dugout, had to lay out, made the catch. He rolled around, looked like the old Army drill where you roll and where you running and you stop and fall and roll, like when you're on fire.
That's right. Stop, drive, and roll.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a tough catch for a catcher to kind of dive and hold the ball into the mitt. The catcher's mitt is not a very easy thing to catch fly balls in, so good job there by Watts.
2 down now for Jack Mann. Mann struck out his last time. That's going to be down a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. So, yeah, really weird setup next year, Tommy, for the districts. You know, gone are the 18 football districts where you play 7 district games. And I don't like it for football. There's a called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike.
So same district for football and baseball?
The same district for football and baseball and basketball. All the sports are going to have the same district, but you know, I like it for baseball because I like a bigger district. I like more district games.
Right.
You get a bigger sample size. And they're going to throw back behind the runner, and Brady fell down, but Jamie was able to catch it, and it'll be 1-1. But for football, you know, I mean, you play 5 district games. That just seems weird.
Yeah, it does.
You know, I like the 7 district games. I like that.
So you end up with 7 non-district games.
6, yeah. Here's the 1-1 to Mann. That's a good backdoor brawl, but it was called a ball. Backdoor breaking ball is what I tried to say.
There you go. He tried to sneak it in there. They got 3-1. I got 3-0. What you got?
I got 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
I got 2 balls and 1 strike, but I don't know what it is. Runner's going to go. It's going to be a ball. Landon's going to throw down, and he will be safe. And I guess it was a walk. No. Umpire's bringing him back. It'll be 3 balls and 1 strike now.
Okay.
Landon had a shot at him. Cooper was kind of late getting there, and the way the throw was, Cooper had to short hop it, so then he had no chance.
Yeah, I think it caused Landon to pause a little bit because Cooper hadn't broke to the bag just yet. You know, the catcher, you're kind of taught throw it to the bag. The defensive player get there, but I think Landon kind of double pumped there.
Mann's going to foul this one back. It'll be 3 balls and 2 strikes now. So the Tide, magic number 1. They need a win this week, tonight, Thursday, or Saturday, or a PRC loss to claim the district. Here's the 3-2. Boy, that's a called strike 3 on a beautiful pitch, and that'll do it for West Harrison, but not before they pick up 2 runs. They do it on only 1 hit, Tommy, and they leave 1. We'll go to the 4th. Tide trail it now, 4-2. You listen to Maroon Tide Baseball.
Hey friends, check out this new 2023 Wildwood Lodge with front den, washer dryer, king size bed, fireplace, and walk-in shower. This is a 40-foot destination trailer. You can tow it or just park it and leave it. MSRP $76,336, reduced to only $57,877. You can see multiple pictures of this unit at RVBestPrice.com. Make that short drive to Paw Paws in Picayune. You'll be glad you did. Come and see us.
Abby Turnage, lead mammography technologist, Highland Community Hospital.
Mammograms are important because they help us do early detection. A mammogram is never going to keep you from getting breast cancer, but early detection is what is going to make you have your best possible outcome. We want want you to get your mammogram as early as possible, and you should have those yearly beginning at age 40.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. Tide trail at 4-2. The first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, where the customer's always first. Go by and see Chantel Thady at the West Canal branch for all your banking needs. Parker Helton, Jamie Lumpkin, and Cooper Moreau scheduled here against Mr. Davis. And that throw right there from the catcher down to second base, well, it might have been the wildest throw to second I've ever seen.
Just a little bit outside.
Yeah, I think it slipped out of his hand. He's laughing. He's talking to the umpire. He's laughing.
I don't know that the second baseman playing in his normal second base position could have caught it. It was almost at the first baseman. So, yeah, it was just a little outside.
So Picayune about hit them 5-4, but now we trail 4-2. Difference in the game is the big 2-run home run off the bat of Ross. And Helton, who had an infield single his first at bat, will lead it off here in the fourth. And he's going to swing and foul one back. So Parker was to the rescue this morning, Tommy. So I got up this morning. I went to my office early because I had to come back and I had to pick up Colt and the little neighbor Tommy. I take them to school. And Emma was having to take Morgan to school today because he can't drive, of course. Here's the 0-1 to Helton. And Parker decided to swing at that one after the catcher was throwing it back to the pitcher.
Just a little tardy.
Yeah. It'll be 2 down now. Here's the 0-2 to Parker. Swing and a miss, and he didn't give me a chance to tell my story.
Yeah, he didn't look comfortable with that.
Well, he got 3 pitches, and he hacked at all 3 of them, and really didn't have a good swing at any of them. That'll be 1 down now. But anyway, Parker's my boy today. I will finish my story here shortly. Jamie Lumpkin stepping in. And he's going to get hit right upside the head, and he will head down to first base. So, Jamie.
He tried to get out of the way and just kind of leaned down and took it off the noggin.
Yeah, I think it was one of them things where he thought it was going to sail over his head, and he didn't duck down far enough.
Yeah.
Worked out good for the Tide.
So Parker bailed you out. Finish your story.
So, anyway, I got to my office. It was about 6:45. And I tried to catch up on paperwork, email stuff from the day before. So I left my truck in the my parking lot. I left it running because plan was only to be in there for a few minutes. Left it running. I left my phone in there because I didn't want to leave my phone in the office because I do that all the time. Here's the pitch to Moreau. And Cooper hits that one a mile, but it's going to be foul as he got out in front of that one, Tommy.
Yeah, he was all over that one. Had a good cut, stayed up, and drove it just a bit foul.
So anyway, I was in my office. I had some things pop up that I didn't realize was going to happen. Kind of got me aggravated, got me on tilt a little bit. You know, I was having to deal with some stuff, emails and things I was aggravated about, so I was already not thinking clearly. Here's the 0-1 to Moreau. And he's going to hit that one, and that's going to get over the left fielder's head. He's burnt, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Here comes Jamie. They're going to wave him. Nope, Jamie's going to hold, and that'll be the way that the left fielder was in trouble.
Yeah, he was playing way in, didn't really have a good beat on it, and kind of started trotting. And when you trot, that's usually a bad thing. Cooper hit a bomb to the right-hand part of the plate, the right part of the field, foul, and then took that one over the left fielder's head. Short hop the wall, and he'll stand on second for a double. Coach Evan wanted to send Jamie, but at the last minute he put the stop sign up, and I think that's the right call. So you got second, third here with Kyler.
I'd be surprised if Kyler got anything really good to hit in this at bat. That's going to be way up a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. First base is open. You got Brady on deck. Nothing against Brady, but I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't intentionally walk Kyler here to set up a force at every base.
That would be what I would do, absolutely. Kyler has hit 2 balls pretty well out into left field.
And he's going to get a good pitch to hit, and he's going to foul it over by Coach Nicholson. So anyway, I'm aggravated, so I'll walk out of my office. Now, if you come in my front doors of my office, there's glass doors, so we have to use our key to get in and out. But in the back door, you can use your key to unlock our deadbolt, but we also have just a regular door handle, regular doorknob. So we have a deadbolt and a doorknob. Here's the 1-1 to Kyler. That's going to be down a ball, and that's going to get away. Here comes Jamie. Jamie's going to score, And the catcher didn't, he didn't exactly bust it to get back to the ball, did he, Tommy?
No, that was a ball down. It kind of bounced off of him and kicks over to his right up the first base side. And you're right, he kind of.
He wouldn't have got him anyway.
Yeah,
but
I don't know that he would have got him, but he didn't put a whole lot of effort. He had made up his mind earlier that there wasn't any chance.
So Jamie scores. Cooper gets to third, so now it's 4-3. So as long as Kyler don't pop one up here or strike out, we should be able to tie this game. Here's the 2-1 to Kyler. That's going to stay upstairs a ball 3-1. So anyway, I walked out of my office. I just clicked the little lock button on the bottom and shut the door. So then I stepped outside, and at this point it's about 7:10, and I'm fixing to head home and pick up Colt and Tommy, and Emma's going to take Morgan to school, and we're going to do our thing, right? Here's the 3-1. That's way upstairs a ball, and Kyler's going to walk. So I go to open my truck door, and my truck's locked. And I realize my truck's running, and it's locked, and my phone is sitting in my truck. They're going to have a mound visit here by Coach Marsland. And I realize my phone is inside my truck, locked up in my truck. And my keys to open my truck are locked up in the office. So now I'm stranded, and it's about 10 after 7.
And that's unusual that your truck can run and be locked.
Yeah, I don't know how it did it. I mean, you know how it is. You got 500 things on your mind. I'm sure I probably locked it, just wasn't thinking. So anyway, I walked behind my building to First National Bank to see if somebody's there, but it's still too early for those guys to get to work yet. So I walk over to PJ's, and when I'm about to cross the train tracks in my Picayune black shorts, a green long-sleeve fishing shirt, no hat on, ain't brushed my hair, a pair of flip-flops and socks, who do I see? Parker Helton and his mom fixing to walk into PJ's. So I was able to use Karen's phone and call my wife and tell her what happened and get her, when she came to take Morgan to school, to bail me out. So Parker and Karen saved the day today.
So you gave all the credit to them, but you didn't say anything about your dear wife who came and bailed you out.
She was pretty aggravated with me, to be honest with you. So here's Brady now.
Did she have to take Colt to school?
Nope, got it. Brady's going to hit, and that's going to be down a ball. Kyler's going to take off for second base, and he'll be there, and Cooper will stay down. There was a ball in the dirt. Kyler read it pretty good and took off to second base, and he'll be there on a wild pitch. Cooper stayed put wisely, and now the Tide have second and third with one out, and Brady hits anything on the ground, should tie this game.
Anything but a straight-up pop-up will work.
Here's the 1-0 to Brady, and he hit a straight-up pop-up. The center, shortstop's going to make the play. And that'll be 2 down now. Boy, I tell you, that's 3 at bats Brady's had with a total of he's stranded 7 out there.
Wow. He'd love to have every one of those back. Just not good cuts. You know, he's not the only one. We've had a lot of pop-ups just dropping down in the back end and hitting that breaking pitch straight up.
And I'm convinced they pitched around Kyler. There was nothing close for Kyler to hit.
The only one that was close, he fouled it off. And it was up. I don't know that it was a strike.
So here's Brunson now. And that almost hit him inside a ball. Yeah, Brady, just anything on the ground, and even one of those at bats, Tide would have had two more runs, but he's hit a couple in the trees, so you can't fault him for swinging away.
No, not at all. You just gotta stay on top of it, drive the ball down.
Brunson's going to hit one right back to the pitcher, and that's going to do it for Picayune as we waste another opportunity. We do pick up a run, but we've left 8 now through 4. We headed to the bottom of the 4th, Tide trail 4-3.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get with Picayune Allstate agent Jason Pygott, an agent who doesn't just know what it's like to live in Picayune, but one who wants to protect life here as much as you do. Contact him for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
we got your back, hey. Back pains and injuries, Dr. Moore understands. No more pain, no more hurting, she just uses her hands. She got the #1 clinic that I recommend. She has a lovely crew too, and they'll fix you right up. So call Dr. Moore when that pain gets rough. Cause we got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. We got your back, hey, we got your back. More Chiropractic Clinic, located at 6682 Highway 11 North, Suite 103, Cherry, Mississippi, 39426. We got your back, hey.
We head to the bottom of the fourth. Tide trail 4-3. The first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picking, your hometown bank. The best service around with 4 locations to service you. East Canal, West Canal, Cooper Road, and Memorial Boulevard. Tommy, the Tide have left 8 through 3 innings. And
that's been the story.
Yeah, through 4 innings, and that has been the story. Swing and a miss by Jackson on a fastball by Robertson. No balls and 1 strike. Yeah, we've
got
made
base runners.
We've made 12 outs, none productive. And we've had men all over the bases. And when I say a productive out, I mean an out where you moved a runner.
Or score a run, do something. That's exactly right.
And we're
lots of pop flies.
Right, 12 outs in that situation and not 1 productive out. Here's the 1-1 now from Brady to Jackson. That's going to stay outside a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. But despite all that, we're only a run down.
Yeah. And we're still getting base runners. You just got to believe that something's got to break open. You just keep getting that many base runners. You just think that at some point we will string a couple of hits together.
There's going to be a called strike. And Mr. Davis has thrown 73 pitches. So if you can get back in there in the 5th and make him work.
You can chase him by the 6th.
Yes. Here is the 2-2 now to Jackson. Swing and a miss as Robertson gets the strikeout. That's a good job of pitching by Brady right there. 1 down.
Yeah, he went right at him with a fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Got to bring up Pena now, the second baseman. He'll hit with 1 out. Brady at 67 pitches, so there's a ball. Those second and third innings, Brady really mounted the pitch count.
Yeah, he set them up in order in the first and then struggled a bit second and third.
Here's the 1-0. That's a called strike. Brady got that fastball inside that he likes so much. It's going to be down a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike.
How's Popperville doing this year? Are they in the playoffs?
Man,
I haven't
don't
heard anything about them.
I don't even know, man. Jeremy Robertson is listening in. I already said that. Tony Lambert said, here's a foul out of play. Tony Lambert said that Landon and Morgan look a lot better than their dads. I beg to differ. Sheila Cooper said she was at work. She went out back this morning to look for me because my wife had actually when my wife finally showed up, and she showed up pretty quickly because she decided to come rescue me before she took Morgan to school. Here's the 2-2. That's a call, 3rd strike. Good pitch right there by Brady.
Blocked him up. Just looked at that backdoor breaking pitch.
So she left Colt at home with the little neighbor kid Tommy. She got Morgan. They came, unlocked the door at the office, and left it open. But I had walked down the alley there. That's the little alley that between First National Bank that they've painted up and put the music in the chairs. I was just looking at that, and then I went across the way to what they call Thigpen Alley, and there is a foul. Squared around a bunt, but it's foul, Stapleton.
Contemplating life decisions at that point?
Yeah, I was just waiting around. Like, I didn't want to look like a complete idiot just standing there in the parking lot.
With your truck running?
Yeah. So I went through the alleys, and when I got back, everything was open. The door was open, so I was able to grab my keys. I ran home, got Colt, took him to Southside. That's going to be outside the ball. Took him to Southside, and all's well that ends well.
There you go. Gave all the credit to
Parker
and his mama.
Yep.
Emma's the one that actually rescued. She got nothing.
She was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "You locked your phone?" That's going to be a hit batsman. Boy, you don't want to hit the 9-hole hitter, Tommy. He almost hit him with the first pitch, but he comes back on the 3rd pitch and tries to go inside and hits him.
Yeah, he tried to challenge him 2 different times inside on fastballs, and you're right. First one grazed him. Second one squared him up.
We're back to the top of the lineup now with Carrier. So she was like, your phone is locked up in your truck and it's running. Yes. Your keys are locked up in the office. Yes. The double whammy.
Only thing that could have been worse is if I didn't have any shorts on.
Exactly. There's going to be a foul ball. I mean, if my truck wouldn't have been locked, it would have been no big deal. I'd have just said, okay, my keys are in the office. I just won't cut my truck off, and I'm good. I just get my truck, go get Colt, drop him off, and come back to the office. By then, it'll be open at 8 o'clock and grab my keys. But I had the old double whammy going.
Just wasn't your morning.
It was not. It absolutely was not. Runner's going to go, and they got him picked off. They'll throw down, but he will be safe.
Yeah, they called a balk.
They got called a balk on Brady.
And I think that was the right call. That was one of those where left-handers, you know, they have that reaction that they can see the base runner break, and you're taught to try to make the throw over if you see him break, but it's really hard to do. And if you come past 45 degrees, the umpire's going to get you, and he got Brady there.
I don't think it would have mattered because I think the runner had the base stolen anyway, Tom.
Yeah,
he had a heck of a jump. 0-2 was a foul out of play there, so now Brady's just one pitch away from getting out of this thing. Brady could probably give us one more. He's up around 77 pitches. Probably 5 would be the most Coach Nicholson would go. Here's the 0-2. It's going to be down, and that's going to get through the wickets of Watts. And is that a wild pitch or a pass ball, Tommy?
You got to call a wild pitch. Can't assume that the catcher can block those. He got down. It just squirted through there. Didn't bounce as high as I think he thought it was. Kind of squirted low to the ground.
So here's the 1-2. Oh, called strike 3. So Brady strikes out the side. And that'll do it for West Harrison. We'll go to the 5th. Tide trail 4-3.
First Place Express Car Wash in Picayune would like to say a huge thank you to their loyal customers. First Place Express Car Wash is happy to serve their local community with 2 locations, Highway 11 North just past Coast Electric and on Highway 43 South just a quarter mile east of I-59 at Exit 4. First Place Express Car Wash is locally owned and operated. You know they'll treat you right. Choose from any one of their car washes. Sign up for their monthly wash club starting as low as $20.99. Why do it yourself when you can let First Place Express Car Wash do it for you?
Are you or someone you know looking to take your education to the next level? Pearl River Community College can help. Whether you're looking for a true college experience or you want to jumpstart your career, Pearl River has you covered. PRCC strives to remain affordable and accessible to help you regardless of where you are on life's journey. With face-to-face, hybrid, and online courses, Pearl River meets you where you are. Visit prcc.edu/admissions or call 601-403-1000 to rise with the river.
We head to the top of the 5th. Picayune trails 4-3. The first pitch of ever half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank. Come by the main branch and see Sheila Cooper or Linda Penton, hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. And that was Sheila Cooper who just texted. So what happened was my wife called Amy Robertson, and she was like, hey, I just unlocked my office, and my husband is probably over there talking to Sheila or somebody waiting on me to get here. So can you call up there and tell him that the door's unlocked? And Amy called Sheila, and Sheila walks out looking around for me, but I was nowhere to be seen because I was across the street in Thig Pen Alley.
Dilly-dallying.
I was. But it all worked out. So here's Busby.
Recurring nightmare. You know, you're locked out of your house and you're naked and that whole thing. So I hear you. At least you were clothed.
Swing and a miss by Busby.
It's trivia inning, right?
Oh, yeah, and I don't have a trivia question. You got one?
Nothing. You got nothing?
I'll see what I can find. I might can find
You
one.
got nothing?
Man, it's just not been a good day.
Rattled
for me.
you this morning. You're unprepared.
Busby's going to not swing. They appealed it. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll see what I got. I got some
hidden gems over there.
I probably got some. Just got to pull it up here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Busby. That's going to be a little bit outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Brady's actually throwing more pitches through 4 than Mr. Davis, believe it or not.
Wow, that's hard to believe. As much as he struggled the first couple of innings.
Busby's going to
Foul that one
hit
back.
a foul ball somewhere. It didn't hit me
Straight
in the
back,
head,
yeah.
so that's a good thing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Okay. I got one.
I knew you had
I
one.
got
Had
one.
one tucked away there.
Here's the pitch to Tanner, and he's going to swing at a pitch way up in his eyes and pop it up, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Tanner just, that pitch wasn't close to being a strike, Tommy.
Yeah, I think he kind of half swung at it. He saw the ball up in his eyes. It looked good. He started to swing and then kind of checked his swing and ended up just popping up to the first baseman man.
So here we go. You ready?
Let's do it.
This Hall of Famer spent 4 years in the minors in the Cardinals organization with a lifetime batting average of .254 before he decided that baseball wasn't for him. Okay. This Hall of Famer spent 4 years in the minors in the Cardinals organization, had a .254 lifetime batting average before he decided baseball's not for me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Swing and a base hit by Watts. So Watts is going to take one up the middle on the second pitch he sees. And it's almost at the Astros. And the Tide have the tie and run at first base in the person of Landon Watts, but I'm sure we'll get a courtesy runner here. 601-273-0649, 601-273-0649. Robert Bailey is going to run. 601-273-0649. Text your name and your answer. This Hall of Famer spent 4 years in the minors, had a .254 batting average lifetime before he decided that in the Cardinals organization, and then he decided, baseball's not for me. Here's Justin Stockstill now, and he's going to take a called strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Justin singled his last time up, right? Was that
Well, he singled the first time he struck out last time. We got 1 for 2. So the Tide have had base runners in every inning. Still trailing the score 4-3 as we play here in the 5th. And Justin's going to swing and hit one to left field, and the left fielder was playing way in. When he hit that ball, I thought it might have a chance to find some grass out there, but they were showing him no respect for his power because the left fielder was playing right behind the shortstop.
Yeah, I'm with you. When he hit that, I said, that's trouble. That's going to fall in, but he didn't have to take but about 2 steps and just made it look routine.
Somebody was scouting. That's all I can figure. Somebody knew to play there because you normally don't have a left fielder playing there. So here's Parker now. He's 1 for 2. He's infield single and struck out. He's going to swing and get a base hit into right field. Robert Bailey's going to have to stop. And so didn't get it real good, Tommy, but got enough of it to get it through the right side.
Yeah, kind of topped the ball, got it past the first baseman. Man, he was having to hold the runner on. The second baseman didn't really have a chance. So it was effective to move the runner up and him get to first. I think I would have liked to seen Bailey maybe take a chance there. I understand that the call not to with the top of your order up, though. I think it had taken a really good throw by the right fielder to get him at third.
Jamie's going to step out. 601-273-0649, 601-273-0649. This Hall of Famer spent 4 years in the Cardinals organization, hit .254 before he decided baseball wasn't for him. That's going to be outside a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. I'll drop some hints as we go along. It's a tough one.
Getting no bites. Yeah, you can tell there's a little strategery in there
tough
because
one.
you can tell by the question.
Well, you got to be careful the way
it's
these Googlers
worded.
work. And that's going to be outside a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Nothing against Jamie, but I would love to see him get on here because Cooper had a couple of good swings at Mr. Davis his last time up.
He did. He hit a bomb foul down the right field line, then hit a double over the left fielder's head.
Here's the 2-0 to Jamie. And Jamie's going to pop it up. And another pop-up off the bat of Picayune hitters. And another wasted opportunity. That'll be 10 left through 5. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. And Picayune trails 4-3.
Pit Lane Oil Change in Picayune is your personal pit crew. When you need an oil change, take it to the professionals who will make sure your oil change is done right with quality oils from Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil 1, and Rotella by Shell. At Pit Lane Oil Change, it's not just an oil change. We inspect under the hood to make sure all your fluid levels are where they should be and those belts are in good working order. Our Pit Lane crew ensures those air filters are not clogged up and hurting your engine's performance. We will also vacuum the inside of your vehicle. At Pit Lane Oil Change, our crew also inspects your wipers, all your bulbs to make sure those brake lights and turn lights are working correctly, and we put all your tires at the right pressure. Why just get an oil change when your vehicle can get the pampered professional service that only the Pit Lane Oil Change crew can deliver? We're at 401 Highway 11 North, just 3 blocks north of East Canal, right by the railroad tracks. No need for an appointment, but if you are on a schedule, call us at 601-798-0017. Pit Lane Oil Change, your personal pit crew.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank. Come by the main branch and see one of our friendly loan officers, Keith Robinson, Colin Thompson, Judy Lowry, Audrey Spears, David Levy, Christina Ladner, or Amy Kirkland. Hometown community spirit, hometown community pride. The reason that I always pause when I say Colin Thompson, because on this sheet it says Stuart Huey, and I know Stuart's not there anymore, and I got to think of the guy's name who took his place, and it's Colin Thompson.
You'd think y'all would write that in there at some
Well,
point.
somebody was supposed to. Somebody was supposed to, but I never got the new sheet.
You can't get good help.
And I can see his face, Colin, but I forget his name every time.
Just being particular.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th. And here's Justin Seal now. And Brady's going to get a called strike. No balls and 1 strike. So the Tide have left 10, Tommy, through 5 innings and trail by 1 here.
Wasted opportunities. That's been the name of the game so far.
Yeah, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The thing about it is you know, you've made 15 outs. I mean, if 7 of those outs are ground balls, you're ahead.
Right.
that's, I mean, it is what it is. Here's the 0-2. It's going to be down a ball. Good job by Watts. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it had been 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys. It's been all over the lineup. We have just been pop-up prone.
Kind of reminiscent. There's a ball down 2-2. Kind of reminiscent early in the season. You know, when we were playing those games early in the season against George County and Van Cleve and some of those games, you know, we would get men all over the bases. Of course, the Squirrels will love this, but we can't bunt. You know, we just couldn't seem to get the bunts down. We couldn't move runners, so we were making a lot of unproductive outs popping up and striking out. And we kind of got away from that during this little streak that we're on right here, playing a little better baseball. But here tonight, I mean, it's just been big swings in little swing situations.
That's right. That's exactly right. And that's a good analogy of we've done well the last few weeks of stringing a few hits together, or at least being able to move people around.
Swinging a ground ball towards Jamie. Jamie's going to have to hurry. He's going to field it and throw it, and he's going to be safe. Jamie they're going to get him now, and they're going to get him out. Jamie caught a break. Jamie didn't really get to that ball in a hurry, Tommy, and by the time he fielded it, he threw it away, and it hit the coach of Wes Harrison. The runner for Wes Harrison turned to go towards second base. Braxton Carter tagged him, but they're going to say that he's safe.
Yeah, the umpire's giving some kind of sign like it's a dead ball if it hits the coach. I've never heard of that. So, Jamie fields the ball, throws it to first. It gets by Parker. It hits the first base coach on the leg, bounces back to Parker. The runner had kind of shimmied like going to second. Once he does that, Parker wisely picked the ball up and tagged him. Braxton, sorry. Braxton picks the ball up. So he should be out. I don't understand why the ball is dead if it hits a coach. Somebody'd have to correct me on that. I've never heard of that rule. Yeah. Coach is part of the.
That'll be an error on Lumpkin. I mean, that's the only way I can score that. It was a ground ball to second. Jamie just didn't really get up on it quickly enough.
That's right.
And so now they'll have the leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Ross. And all he did last time was hit one out in them trees out there. And Brady's going to throw over, and he's going to get away from Braxton, but not far enough for any advance.
Yeah, so somebody that knows that, text us and let us know. If it hits the first base coach, is the ball dead? Because that's the only explanation that we can come up with The guy clearly made an effort to go to second. He was tagged out.
All right, so we've had Kurt Warner guest, Brian Jordan guest. Jessica Smith wants to know who the squirrels are. We got a lot of them, Jessica. It's the one who likes to listen to me and Tommy and every little thing we say go back and tattletale on us. The squirrels. We give them food and they take their food and run with it. I got an answer.
You got
a correct answer. Yes, sir, I do.
That was quick.
Swing and a miss. I got to get the count right now. I'm sitting here, Tommy.
1-1.
Okay, yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm not paying attention and I'm talking about squirrels. And so it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Ross. Seal is at first. He's there via error.
And then some kind of play that we don't understand.
Yeah, we can't figure out. Nobody's out. Well,
this kid hitting, he just looks like a ball player.
I tell you what, he hit one. He hit like a ball player last time.
He did.
Here's the 1-1. They look like they're going to go if they see Brady. Nope, he didn't go. That's a good pitch by Brady. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Nice back.
All right, somebody just text me. Once a live ball in play that has not passed an infielder other than the pitcher contacts a coach or umpire, it's dead ball and no runners can advance.
So it passed. It got to second. Second baseman threw it past the first baseman. It hit the first base coach. So at that point, it is dead. I didn't know that.
I had no clue. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Boy, that's a good pitch by Brady. I don't think Ross is buying it, but we'll take it.
Yeah, that was my backdoor breaking pitch that kind of locked him up. I think he was looking fastball. He's pleading his case. He goes to the dugout, but it was borderline. But to me, it's way too close to take 1-2.
That's Jeremy Shesby. Shesby
is giving you the
said, this is the ruling I found. If a base coach interferes with a thrown ball, the runner will be ruled out. But if a thrown ball accidentally touches the base coach, the ball is alive and in play. So they missed that all the way around. And there's going to be a Brady had him picked off, but Braxton Carter dropped the throw from Brady.
Yeah, that's another one. Where
I mean, is that an error, Tommy?
No, that's a stolen base. So that was another where the runner takes off. Brady wisely throws the ball to first, and it would have taken a perfect catch and throw by Helton. The runner had a good jump.
Braxton.
I keep calling him Parker. Sorry, Parker. And sorry, Braxton. It would have taken a great throw. Give it a stolen base.
There's a called strike to Wallace. No balls and 1 strike.
So, yeah, they have picked up something on Brady. They're just going on first movement, forcing Brady to make either the flip throw or try to get him to balk.
So here's the thing. I've got 2 different people text us.
And both of them said they were wrong?
Oh, and there's going to be a line drive. Justin Stockstill's going to make a play, throw it back to second base. Runner will be back. He hit that ball hard, but luckily he hit it right at Justin.
Yeah, that was a line drive. Justin was in the right spot. You're right. Makes a snap throw back to second. Close at second for the double up, but he doesn't get it.
So the ruling that Shesby said is not the ruling that we got.
Okay.
And the ruling that I got from the other person, which I don't have him saved in my phone. I think it's Jim. I think it's Jim Browder.
Okay.
That's not right either. So
I've never seen a thrown ball like that.
There's a foul back. And
But
Jessica,
it hits him
yes.
and they called him safe. I've never seen that.
There's a foul ball back off the bat of Davis. And Jessica, yes, there are plenty of squirrels out there who
well, one of them needs to go look
who
this
like
up.
to chirp.
Yeah,
They
need
love
go
to chirp.
Look this up and tell us what the ruling is because it's new to me.
0-1, that's going to be outside a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, I guess they can't afford to come to the game or something. Mama won't let them out or something, you know. And so they want to listen in, and then they want to.
I'm gonna stay out of that whole situation there.
They want to listen in, and they want to go back and text stuff. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be way outside. That's going to get away from Landon and let him go. Let him go. Good job by Landon. You got 2 outs. You could have thrown down there, but I don't think you had a chance.
Yeah, that's just a situation where no good thing can come out of that, honestly. So Landon did a right job. Eat it. Just couldn't squeeze up the outside fastball. Kicks away from him. But that runner means nothing here. 2 outs, 2-1.
So here's the 2-1 to Davis. Let's make a quality pitch here and get in the dugout. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we do have a correct answer when we come back from the trivia. From the half inning. I will give the answer. And I'm very impressed. Very impressed.
Okay.
Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 as Brady gets that inside. Called strike again, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, 1 error. We're going to go to the 6th. It's getting late, folks. Picayune trails 4-3. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball.
Our area is a great place to live with a quality of life that many would envy. People are friendly. It's a great place to raise a family. At FNB Picayune, we serve the credit needs of this area. The money to make the loans comes from your investments with us. In turn, we reinvest your money in the local economy to send kids to college, finance new businesses to create new jobs, build new homes, and much, much more. At FNB Picayune, your money is used to support our local needs. FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, member FDIC.
All right, Tommy, we head to the top of the 6th inning. Tide trail at 4-3. So, trivia question correctly answered by one Mr. Corey Dorn. This Hall of Famer spent 4 years in the minor leagues in the Cardinals organization, hit .254 before he decided football.
Baseball.
I don't know why I keep saying football. Baseball was not for him. The answer, corrected correctly by Corey Dorn, is one Mr. Randy Poffo.
Wow.
But you know him better as Randy Macho Man Savage.
Come on.
As he spent 4 years in the Cardinals organization, had some injuries, gave up baseball, got into wrestling, and he is a WWE Hall of Famer.
There you go. That's a pretty good question.
Macho Man Savage, but he was known as Randy Poffo. That's his real name, P-O-F-F-O. But we know him better as the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Well, I can understand many things, and why I do understand why he changed his name, first of all.
Yeah.
And then Corey knows the drill.
Yep.
So he definitely knows the drill. You said that he brought you some butter crunches before, so he absolutely knows how this works. And we got an away game Thursday night. So if you want to make up for it, you can drive to Long Beach.
That's right.
If not, we'll catch you Saturday at Carrier, or Career.
No, we play at home. We play at home.
That's right. We're at home. We're at home. That's even better.
So the first pitch of every half inning brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank, hometown community spirit, hometown community pride, member FDIC. If the Tide are going to get them, Tommy, this is the inning. You got Moreau, King, and Robertson due. And Moreau's going to hit the first pitch he sees down to Mann at first base, and Mann will take it himself, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So we had this guy on the ropes. He threw 30 pitches in the first inning, and we just we got away from that approach, Tommy. We got away from that approach. We got into swing at everything we see, and he's going to be able to go the distance here.
Yeah, we've had some pretty good swings, here and there, but just way too many pop-ups.
And Tyler's going to swing and dink one towards second base. Second baseman's going to field it, throw it over, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So he's thrown 2 pitches, and we made 2 outs.
Yeah, just not very good swings by either one. Cooper topped the ball, hits to the first baseman. Kyler tried to check his swing there on a breaking pitch and kind of half bunts it for the second out.
That's going to be outside of ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Brady. So a guy that we had on the ropes who probably shouldn't have got past the 4th inning, if he can make quick work of Brady here, he'll be able to go the distance, and that is incredible. That's a called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. But it just comes down to approach. I mean, our approach has not been good against this guy.
No, not at all. We've seen a lot of good pitches. We just have been unable to do something with him.
Swing and a miss by Brady. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Brady tried to tie it up there.
He did. He did. He took a shot at it. Doyle Ash has sent some stuff. I'll try to read. That's down a ball. So if a base coach interferes with a thrown ball, the runner will be ruled out. But if the thrown ball accidentally touches the base coach, the ball, but then I don't see what else happens. Oh, wait, there it goes. The ball is alive and in play. Coaches must respect the fielder's right of way to make a play on the ball. Brady's going to swing and chop one right at first base, and that'll do it. He'll be out. So 3 weak ground balls off the bat of the Tide here, and he only had to throw a few pitches, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We trail 4-3. This is Maroon Tide Baseball.
Fight back against Parkinson's with Dodd Therapy Center. Dr. Jameson Dodd is certified in LSVT BIG, a specialized treatment program for Parkinson's disease and other neurological disorders. Improvements from LSVT BIG include faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, and reduced risk for falling. If you or a loved one suffers from Parkinson's or other neurological disorders, it is time to fight back with Dodd Therapy Center. Give Dodd Therapy Center a call today at 769-242-2636 or visit Dodd Therapy Center at 405 Memorial Boulevard in Picayune.
Hey neighbors, Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune still has a good selection of new 2022 models with full factory warranty remaining. Check out this new 2022 Rockwood Ultralight fifth wheel 2898 BS. This fifth wheel has a rear living floor plan with opposing slides and a queen master bedroom slide out. MSRP $88,644, reduced to only $56,987. Browse Pawpaw's entire inventory at RVBestPrice.com.
We head to the bottom of the sixth. Tide trail 4-3. Kyler King has come on now, Tommy, to take the place of Brady Robertson, as Kyler will come on to pitch. Colt Robertson will go in and play shortstop, and Brady will move over to first base.
So, yeah, just to go back, because you're getting a lot of conflicting opinions, or not really conflicting, I guess, sounds like they're all the same opinion. Just to go back and we don't want to harp on it, but to describe it again. Ball's hit to Jamie. Jamie throws it under the glove at first. It hits the first base coach, who's in the first base box. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. Hit his leg, bounces back to the first baseman, Braxton. Braxton turns around and tags the runner out, who had made an attempt to go to second. The first base umpire calls Braxton out and sends him to the dugout. The home plate umpire comes up, calls the play dead. There's what was that, a ball?
Ball down to Jack Mann.
Calls the play dead, Tim, and puts the runner back on first. I don't understand what his reason was, but not much of an argument from Coach Nicholson.
Well, I know this much, Tommy. The first pitch of every half inning is brought to you by FNB Picayune, your hometown bank. We're there at Picayune Broward. Stop by the main branch and see Mr. David Hemmeter. So 1 ball, 1 strike now from Kyler to Mann. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the good news about last inning was we didn't leave anybody on base. The bad news is he threw 5 pitches and we hit 3 of the weakest ground balls that you could imagine. That's going to be down the ball. I mean, we had him on the rope. So he was at 30-plus pitches in the first inning. We had him on the ropes. We couldn't make a productive out in the first inning. If we make 1 productive out, this game is tied. And then for some reason we got away from that approach that worked so well for us. That's a ball down in the first inning. We got away from it for the rest of the game. And now we find ourselves down 4-3. And guess what? He's going to come back out there and pitch the 7th inning.
We're going to have to get out of this.
Yep, Kyler's going to walk the leadoff man. Kyler's pitched a lot. When he came out there, I told you, I said, I don't know if I'd have gone with Kyler right here. I might would have gone with Cooper, just because Kyler has appeared in every single game here for about the last 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, he has. And some has been short. Others have been 2 or 3 innings, but you're right, they kind of add up.
And the thing about it here is if he pitches a lot of pitches this inning, and say we tie the game, and then he pitches a lot of pitches in the next inning or the next inning, and we end up not winning the game, then he's burnt for Thursday.
Right.
And here's the pitch, and that's going to be bunted foul off the bat of Jackson. I'm not saying that Coach Nicholson made the right or the wrong decision to put Kyler in. I'm just saying that I think I would have probably come with Cooper here, just to have Kyler in reserve if you do go extra innings, and to have Kyler fresh for Thursday night in the event we don't come back.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I can understand both sides. You want to put Kyler in to kind of put this thing away to make sure that they don't do anything here in the 6th, so that you give yourself a chance in the 7th to come out. But you're right. There's a lot of things that could go wrong.
And there is a bunt foul.
But none of it means anything if we can't score a run.
Well, and the thing that has plagued this team all season has been the offense. We've had trouble scoring runs at times, and against Mr. Davis, he has been tough.
Yeah, he certainly has.
So they quit keeping balls and strikes up there on the scoreboard. I got 0-2. That's balls down. Now I got 1-2.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
Because usually when I get behind, I just glance at the scoreboard so I can catch up. No, now they finally,
heard you and they called up.
Now they finally decide to catch up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man takes his lead off of first. Kyler had man down 1-2, and there is going to be a bunt, and Brady's going to pick it up and make the tag, and that'll be a sacrifice. Be over 3 unassisted, but man does get down to second base.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Neither umpire made a call at all. They just both kind of watched the play. Brady wisely comes in from first.
But, you know, they get the bunt down right there. That's a productive out. Like, that's something we have been completely unable to do all season.
Yeah, not just this game.
Right, and they got the bunt down, right, with 2 strikes nonetheless.
Right.
So here's Pena now. Swing and miss.
Nice big breaking pitch there by Kyler.
I'm sorry, Tom.
No, I was just going to say, we talked about it before. He's most effective when he has that pitch working.
There's a ball down, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tide left them loaded in the first, left 2 in the second, left 1 in the third, left 2 in the fourth. And had opportunities.
10, right? 10 total, 10 or 11?
That was 8. That was 8 through 4. I'd have to go back and look at the fifth. That ball's down, 2 balls and 1 strike. But I know we left at least 1 on in the fifth because we had base runners on in every inning except for the 6th. So we've left at least 9.
We've done half the job. We just got to finish it here. But see if Kyler can get us out of this with no more damage, and if we can do something in our part of the 7th.
Here's the 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards Robertson, and he's going to throw it over to third base, and they're going to get the out. Boy, good play. Good awareness by Colt Robertson right there to field that ball and throw it over to Cooper, and a base running mistake by Jack Mann as that ball was in front of him. No reason for him to go to third.
That's right. That's exactly right. That ball was hit in front of him. That the coach kind of put his head down because nothing he can do. That's on the runner. He sees the ball, and Colt did the wise thing, flips it over to Cooper and makes the tag, and they retire that lead runner. That's big.
So they're going to have a pinch hitter now, and it'll be number 28. I got a Torrance Skidmore.
This is the guy that stole all the bases.
Yeah. And he's going to swing and hit that ball foul, but he got a hold of it, Tommy.
He got every single bit of that when he hit it almost over the light pole down the left field line with a tomahawk. And that was a good song that they cut off. And just
I was kind of enjoying it.
Unwisely used it for 6 seconds.
Picayune has 8 hits tonight, swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Picayune has out hit them 8-4. I mean, the errors are even at 1, but we trail. I mean, we shouldn't be trailing.
Yeah, just left too many guys on base. Not a sloppy defense game. Brady pitched pretty well.
Yeah.
Spread a few hits out.
The 2-run homer is a big blow. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it as Kyler puts out the fire. But we're going to head to the 7th inning. It'll be Brunson Stockstill, Landon Watts, and Tanner Busby. The last chance for Picayune. We head to the top of the 7th. Tide trail 4-3. Listen to Maroon Tide Baseball.
Dr. Hermaine Almonte, Chair of Surgery and Trauma Medical Director, Highland Community Hospital.
Over the last 10 years, the Highland Surgery Department have grown exponentially. We have been able to add multiple services to our surgery department, which includes urology, general surgery, advanced laparoscopic surgery, ENT, as well as ophthalmology.
Highland Community Hospital, here when you need us most. For more information, go to highlandch.com.
Craving a breakfast toaster or French toast sticks? Make it a meal and step up your breakfast with tots and a cold beverage. Sonic Drive-In has the perfect portable breakfast, and it's the perfect way to start your day. And at Sonic Drive-In in Picayune, you can stop by anytime because breakfast is served all day. Sonic Drive-In of Picayune on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North. Start your day Sonic style with happy eating at its best. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune. Destination delicious.
So Mr. Davis, Tommy, threw 30 pitches in inning 1, and he only threw 61 in the next 5 innings. And I'm going to give some credit to Mr. Davis, but I also just got to say that the approach by the Picayune hitters in this game against him has not been very good.
Yeah, we have definitely helped him out. Too many fly balls, few weak ground balls, but
swinging at bad pitches early in the count.
That's right. Just too.
I mean, he was fixing a white flag it in the first inning. I mean, we had him,
definitely
but
had him backing up there.
You know, but couldn't play small ball at all today. I mean, we've had in at least 2 of the innings we've had runners at third. One time with 1 out, we couldn't score. So we're going to have to do it the hard way here in the 7th. Bronson Stockstill is 0 for 2. He has been hit by a pitch, and he'll lead off here. And he's going to swing and hit a ground ball toward shortstop. Carrier is going to field it, fire it, and get him.
Wow.
That was a heck of a play. And once again, we swing at the first pitch.
Yeah, Brunson had a pretty good swing at that one, hit the ball pretty well into the gap. But goodness gracious. Carrier goes into the hole and makes a strong throw across the diamond to retire Brunson there.
I thought that was going to be a single.
I did too, all day. Brunson runs pretty well.
So here's Busby. And he's going to take a ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Saw a tweet come across a while ago where Wes Jones got a new football coach. I didn't realize that their guy had retired.
Who's that?
Wes Jones.
That's going to be outside of ball, 2 balls and no strikes.
Said Corey Reynolds, who was the QB, was the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach at Oak Grove the past few seasons. He's the new Wes Jones football coach.
There's a called strike to Busby, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well,
can't remember the Wes Jones coach, but he'd been there a while.
He had been there a while and had a lot of success. Won a state championship back in 2020. Here's the 2-1 to Busby, and he's just going to hit a fly ball to center field. And the Tide are down to 1 out. So Wes Harrison comes in here, Tommy. They had not won a district game, 0-6 in district, and now they're 1 out away from getting their first win and stopping the Tide from clinching the district.
Yeah, we talked about it in pregame that they weren't going to roll over.
No.
You know, that 0-6, don't let that fool you.
And we had a way of keeping them in it, you know, and we found a way in the first. Clay, I don't
know what that means.
Clay, I don't know what that means. I think he's trying to say Pearson.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Did they just walk Watts?
No, they hit him right in the back.
Oh, I'm looking. So Watts is going to get hit by a pitch. So we'll take it, and we're going to probably get a runner. It'll be Robert Bailey.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Clay. That was Pearson. That was the coach that had been there forever.
And it's not like the district's going to get harder. I mean, the way the new system's going to be set up, it's going to be them, Hattiesburg, Pearl River Central, Terry, Jim Hill, and Forest Hill. So kind of an odd time to leave. And Justin Stockstill's going to swing and get a base hit out into center field. Bailey's going to have to stop at second. And the Tide have 2 men on now with 2 outs.
Stockstill second hit of the night? I believe it is.
Don't start me the line. I'll have to go back and look.
I believe he and Helton had back-to-back singles, if I remember right.
That is Stockstill's second hit of the night. Picayune's 9th hit of the game.
Helton singled last time up, is that right?
He had an infield hit. He is 2 for 3. Yeah, he had an infield hit, and he's got 2 hits tonight.
We need a third right here. 2 outs.
Jamie waits on deck. Here's the pitch. And Helton hits one out to center field. The center fielder is going to be there, and that's going to do it. And Picayune is going to blow an opportunity to claim the district here tonight at West Harrison. So it'll have to wait at least 2 more days when we go to Long Beach as the Tide strand 2 more runners, and West Harrison wins this one by the score of 4-3. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Maroon Tide Baseball.
Craving a breakfast toaster or French toast sticks? Make it a meal and step up your breakfast with tots and a cold beverage. Sonic Drive-In has the perfect portable breakfast, and it's the perfect way to start your day. And at Sonic Drive-In in Picayune, you can stop by anytime because breakfast is served all day. Sonic Drive-In of Picayune on Highway 11 just north of Highway 43 North. Start your day Sonic style with happy eating at its best. That's what you get at Sonic Drive-In of Picayune. Destination delicious.
Welcome to a place where everyone deserves to be better protected, where technology has your back, where you can have better protection and keep more money in your pocket, where you can have protection for your car, your home, your phone, and even your digital identity. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Jason Pyatt has offices in Poplarville and Picayune. Make sure you have the right coverage. Give the Pyatt Agency a call today. 601-798-7005.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Tim Kraft, Tommy Upton back here at West Harrison High School as the Tide, who came in here 6-0, West Harrison 0-6, but Picayune drops this one 4-3 to keep Pearl River Central alive with a chance to win the district. Picayune's going to have to get a result in Long Beach on Thursday night or have a Pearl River Central loss either tonight or Thursday against this West Harrison squad, or else there'll be a one-game showdown on Saturday night in Picayune, Tommy. And, you know, Brady pitched well enough to win. Didn't have his best stuff, but, you know, he only gave up 4 runs. But at the end of the day, you know, you made 21 outs, and not one single out was a productive out.
Not much analysis needed, you know, for this game. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the difference. You know, 9 hits. Picayune hit the ball pretty well, had a lot of base runners. Did you look at it? Was it 11 or?
It was 11 or 12.
Yeah, a lot of folks left on base and just opportunity after opportunity that we just blew, and that's the difference in the ball game. And I'm sure that's what Coach Nicholson is talking to the circled up guys down there behind first base is, you know, we had our opportunities, way too many opportunities, just couldn't capitalize. So, yeah, you hate that. It may not mean anything in the big standings, but
it may.
But it does put the pressure on you now. You kind of come into this week with not a lot of pressure. Okay, I just got to win one game. And so now one of those kind of chalked up, and you're going to get a very scrappy Long Beach team.
With
Thursday
8 seniors
night.
in the lineup.
That's right. Yeah, they're very, very scrappy. So this is the game that Picayune wanted to put it away and just kind of coast the rest of the week and not really have to pay much attention to it, quite honestly. Rest some guys and just play a little baseball, getting ready to the playoffs. And now you got to be serious Thursday night. Now Busby's got to be out there. You don't get a chance to rest him. You know, you got to go.
You came out in the first inning and Davis threw 30 pitches, and you just couldn't hit a ball on the ground to score a run.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden you just go up there swinging at everything, and he ends up throwing a complete game after throwing 30 pitches in the first inning.
Just hard to grasp.
It's just awful approach by the Tide tonight after the first inning at the plate.
Got to give a Sonic player of the game, and I'm going to give it to Justin Stockstill. He goes 2 for 4 tonight. He and Parker Helton both go 2 for 4. But, you know, Justin was scrappy and hit some balls hard tonight and was on base several times. So I'm going to give it to Justin. Good job. And one of the bright spots tonight. One of the 3 guys who had 2 hits and also scored a run. So good job, Justin.
That'll do it. So weather permitting, we'll play Thursday night in Long Beach, but something tells me it's probably going to be Friday, Tommy. Looks like some rain's coming in tomorrow and Thursday, so we'll be at Long Beach on Thursday night. Tanner Busby will be on the mound, and hopefully the Tide can put it away then.
Roll Tide anyway.
We will head to Long Beach Thursday night. We'll see you guys later. Tide lose 4-3 here at West Harrison. You listen to Maroon Tide Baseball.
When you wake up